festive fun too today. Now, I don't want to go on, right? Oh, I've got this cough as well. But I was taking Hannah home after the show yesterday, and I wasn't going to talk about this much today, but I think it's affected me. Anyway, someone crashed into the back of me. In the car, obviously. Anyway, it's affecting my voice, I think. We're both fine, and the thing is, if you put it in the grand scheme of things, it's only a bit of metal that's dented, isn't it, really? But it's just that horrible thing, isn't it, you know? Anyway, I'm not going to go on about it. The next 4 hours, I'll mostly keep wittering on about it, but I won't. I'm fine. Let's have a look at today's menu. Festive fun, 8 o'clock, so that's now. Sewing with Paul, making that lovely wall hanging, or table runner, or bed runner, whatever you want to use it for. Then we're going on, 9 o'clock, we're doing Christmas linen looks. That's me on my own. Then Hannah's quickly pressed the 10 a.m. there to stop me talking. Paul's doing that lovely... They call it kimono, but it's more of a kimono top, isn't it? It's like a little lovely gilet kimono wrap, isn't it? And then at 11 o'clock, I'm back with the Britannia collection. Now, it's not very Christmassy, but it's very colourful, just so you know. Anyway, oh, excuse me. We want you to get in touch. This is the best way to do it. I'm sorry about my throat. It's just started now. No, go to the website first. Thank you, www.sewingquarter.com. What you do is you click on there. You see at the top of the page it says Watch the Show. You click on Watch the Show. You do need to log in to be able to do this. You do need to be able to log in to do this messaging. What you do is scroll down the page. See that box there that says Message the Studio. All you do is you write your message in there. Now, you can carry on writing as long as you like, but at my end, it cuts you off after about 140 letters, like a sentence and a half. Oh, here we go. What's she put in now? What a lovely day. Thank you, Hannah. Right, if you scroll down the page, you'll see all the products I had from yesterday's show. In a moment, they will all disappear. And all of today's... he started already. He started sewing already, and I'm not ready for him yet. All of today's products will appear there, whether they be kits or whether they be fabrics or whether they be threads or whatever. They will appear there. You can click on them, pop them in your basket. If you're watching the repeat later on, you can also just pop them in your basket later on. Talking about popping them in your basket. While we're doing the live show, that little box on the right-hand side there will tell you the item that we're actually showing at that moment in time. You just click on there and pop it in your basket. Then you go up to your basket on the top right-hand corner and make sure you check out. If you definitely want it, right, you need to check out. There's only one P&P charge for the whole day of £2.95, no matter how many times you check out. But we have people missing out. Yesterday we had people missing out because they weren't checking out their baskets, and it's really, really, really important to do that. You can also get in touch, if you've got any pictures, if you've got any photos you want to send in, we love to see your photos. If you've got any photos you want to send in, or a longer email, then you can go to the email. This is studio@sewingquarter.com. Studio@sewingquarter.com. I'm ready. It's like a Christmas wrap, isn't it, this? It's nice. How long is that, though? You have to have a blooming big Christmas table as that is a wrapper, wouldn't you? Lots of people around. Like we were discussing earlier. We were saying, oh, lots and lots of people around. Hannah was like, yeah, there's me, my mum, my dad, and the budgie. And I went, yeah, there's me on my own. And then we went round the table, and it was like, Joe was like, yeah, just me and Danny and her mum and dad. Danny's working. So we got very, very festive earlier. Anyway, it's a panel that you've all been going wild about. We've managed to get it back in the red. So what we've done is we've done 2 bundles for you. Oh, I do apologise about my throat. Maybe I can't talk today. We've done 2 bundles for you here. So I'll open this out, actually, because you get a panel. You get a panel with all the squares on. I'll have to do it sideways so you can get it in there. There you go. They get a panel with all 8 squares on. The thing is, you don't have to make a table run. You could make 8 placemats. Or, you know what you can make? You know what? They'd be beautiful. If you got some of that, like Insulbright or something like that, because you know on Christmas dinner, you put all the hot pots on the table, don't you? There's always too many pots for the amount of coaster things or placemats you get. You could make yourself 8 sort of placemats for putting all the pots with the sprouts in there. Anyway, we'll talk about it more during the hour. So you get the panel, you get the metre of the fabric, loads of these going in your baskets already. Now this one is the one that Paul's already made. You get a metre of this gorgeous Scandi fabric with a little star on it. You get the thread, and you get the wadding, £21.49. £21.49. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more like the one on the wall, which is the grey and the red mix, we've got the same panel, but this time it's the one Paul's going to show us how to make. It's got the grey fabric to back it, and so so that there you get metre of the fabric, and then you get the panel, and you get the thread, and you get the wadding. £18.49, right? Then, am I going to do the fabrics now? Because if you're thinking, oh, I'd like to mix and match some other fabrics with this, well, I've got some lovely Christmassy fabrics here, Scandi Christmassy fabrics here. I'm going to go through. Now, if you are putting it in your basket, please check out. There's loads of you put it in your basket already. Love this fabric. Love, love, love. Now, we saw this yesterday, didn't we? We had this on one of our kits yesterday. This is a grey fabric with the Christmas tree. Scandi for Christmas tree... No, not Christmas, just trees. On grey fabric, £5.95 for half a metre. It's a Macau, so you know it's 100% cotton, machine washable. Gorgeous, gorgeous fabric, that one. I love those. I really, really love that grey. It's like a steely flannel grey, that one. OK, there's a bit of thread on there. Let's just get into that. I'm surprised Mike, because Mike gets very fussy about bits of thread, doesn't he? Then there's this, traditional... in the red. Now, this one's called the Basic Star, I think. It's not Basic Snowflake, this one. I'll read it out when it comes, because there's lots of words. Scandi Basic Nordic Snowflake, red on cream, £4.95 for half a metre, 100% cotton. This is just if you want to add other fabrics to it, make it into something else, you know what I mean? Oh, this is nice. This is lovely. This Christmas trees. Christmas trees on red, this one. They're not Christmas trees, they're Scandi 4 trees, apparently. Love the background. Gorgeous depth of colour in the background, isn't there? There it is. It's a Scandi 4 trees on red by Macau. £5.95 for half a metre. Then this is nice. This is lovely. This is like a snow... Oh, in fact, it's not the same as that fabric, but it's kind of along the theme. If you're going to go the snowflake theme. And who isn't? I'm not. OK, and you know Hannah was going to do a Hawaiian Christmas this year. She's going to have Hawaiian in her front room, and she's going to have Scandi in the back room, apparently, now. £5.95. This is Scandi 4 snowflakes on grey. Makes it sound like she lives in a mansion. When we say room, we sort of say, yeah, get 2 up, 2 down. Now we've got the snowflakes in the red, but she has got a sea view at the front. And what's the view at the back? I haven't been round the back of the house. I know. £5.95. Very urban, the back. £5.95. It's full of bricks and cars with no wheels at the back. £5.95 for half a metre. Anyway, moving on. That's the one with the yellow blind, isn't it, the back window? And then, this is nice. Look at this would go lovely with that, actually. Look. They're like prancing reindeers with the... Now, that's the same tree on there that is on those 2 tree fabrics I showed you. Nice, isn't it? £5.95 for half a metre. It's lovely, isn't it? Right, now we've got to get on. Paul's got a thingy to make. I've got to take this with me. A thingy. Yes, I'm so glad you're here to make the thingy. Now, we've not worked together yet, have we?
No,
this is
we
our
haven't.
first time.
No, well.
This is our first time together. Now, we have worked together. We did a screen test and everything together, but it's our first time on air. So, I've gone demure today because we'd only clash. What you got? Poinsettias?
Poinsettias, very Christmassy.
Is that one of your own shirts?
Yes.
Do you make all your own shirts?
Yes, I do.
Right, OK. Let's get on with this, then. Right. Oh, yes. There's a mistake. There's a mistake on the website, not our doing, right? You see this bundle here, not the one that's going across the bottom of your screen there. It isn't showing the picture of this. Have a close-up of this, right? It's showing a different fabric. You're not going to get that other fabric if you're looking on the web. This is the fabric you're getting. We will get it changed. You know what you're getting? You know that basic one I showed you in the red earlier? You get it. That's what it's... the picture of that is the grey, but this... is definitely the fabric you're going to get. OK? Just so you know. Right. And I won't be able to show that very often because he's about to chop up the piece of fabric I've got. There's been a bit of a mix-up here today, but it's fine. And it's not Jay's fault. Not Jay's fault this time. First time in a long time, but it's not Jay's fault. Right, so you get the panel.
Get the panel.
And what do you do? How do you start?
What I've done is cut each of the squares out. I've cut a 1/2 inch around the outer line of the square.
Oh, OK, so you don't cut on the line?
No, don't cut on the lines, because whenever you're going to do the stitching, you will lose some of that pattern then.
OK, so cut sort of halfway between... It's a bit like as a quilt as you go, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is that one of those where
similar.
you cut each one out? Yes, OK.
Yeah, so I've cut each one with a 1/2 inch allowance at the side and at the top and the bottom.
OK.
OK, so when they get stitched together, like I've done 2 there...
Yes.
Use a 1/4 seam allowance.
Oh, so you get...
A 1/4 inch seam allowance, and you get almost that 1/2 inch
I suppose what
there.
you could do, if you're getting a panel of 8, right, what you could do is, it depends how big your table is, I suppose, isn't it? But you could almost put sashing, you know, something in between if you wanted to. So yes. say you've got an enormous table and you wanted it even longer than that, you could put a piece of fabric in between each of those, couldn't you, to make it longer, or just use 4, make that one longer, and make 4 placemats or something like that.
I did think about that before when I was cutting it out, because I thought, shall I use a piece of the backing as a strip in between each
that's
one?
quite... Now, would there be an...
But there wasn't enough if you're using 8.
Yes.
So if
what
you use 6, you could probably get away with it.
Or if you bought one of the other fabrics...
Yeah.
You can still keep that as your backing and your binding, and then put a different fabric in between there. I'm just thinking about different things you could do to it.
Yeah, so I did think about that, but when I started cutting it out, I thought, have I got enough here?
No.
So shall I work it out before I cut it all
Exactly.
up?
Always best to, isn't it?
And then I realised, no, there's not enough for the strip as well.
OK.
So, yeah, unless you want to add something else.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So,
hang on. Oh, I haven't got my thingy's not working. Hang on, I'll just do this, because there's a question. Right, okay. I need to tell you... loads. What percentage is it, Hannah? Because I can't work it out. So many, a third already have been checked out of this one, the one that Paul's made. The one that Paul's made. That's the difference, the backing fabric there, right? So a third of that has been not just put in baskets, but sold, right? That's the one at the top, EFGC42. I don't normally read out the codes, do I? Right? But a third, it's because they're very, very similar. So that one, a third has gone, and then I'll tell you how many of the grey... Sorry to interrupt, Paul, but
no problem.
It's going to be a bit like that. Oh, this one, half of this one with the grey, half of that's been gone already.
Can't have this one.
I'll let you get on, because they'll all sell out before you do. And then I'll just... While you carry on sewing, I'll just sort this out, and then you can't do it because you haven't got the code to get in. It's my private code, Jay, thank you.
Right, so what I've done, cut all these squares out with a 1/2 inch around each side, top and bottom. I am listening. I know you're listening. I hope everybody else at home is listening.
Yes, of course they are. They love you.
It's good to know.
Right.
I've already done 4, so I did them in 2 together, and then also the 2 strips of 4.
I'm there now, I'm with you.
Which is almost traditional quilting way. This was the first time I'd done any quilting.
It's the first time
It's the first time I'd done any quilting, that.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So it was good to learn.
What, are they straight lines?
Almost. I didn't do any of the curly...
No, that's yesterday's message. Sorry, I'm reading that yesterday. Sorry, what was that?
I didn't do any of the curly quilting when I came to do the quilting.
Blimey, no, that terrifies me. Curly quilting.
I saw you doing the free motion bit.
Yeah, no, the thing is, the experts do it. You think, oh, that's easy enough, I can do that. And then when you get on there, I just doing squares, and they're going all over the place.
But it's almost like having to work backwards, isn't it?
Yes.
Because the way you want it to go is going to... The machine moves the other way.
And also, you say to me, being from a dressmaking background, you sew that way. You don't sew that way or that way, and it's completely alien to be moving your fabric that way or that way.
It all moves the wrong way.
Yes. Right, I'll just do that. Now, the iron's not on, so I have to wait for the iron to warm up.
Good start. So...
I'll
let you iron that.
I'll do the ironing then, shall I? I'll just have to wait for that to warm up, because that wasn't switched on. So.
Well, I'll move on to what I wanted to say about the backing, because the backing comes in a square piece. Obviously, that isn't a square panel.
Yes.
So you've got to cut your strips for your backing.
Right.
So what I found is, obviously, you needed to join it.
Oh, OK.
Right. So you cut... These are...
let me open. Right. Have you got one open there? I might open one. No. Pass me that wadding there. That's brilliant. What I'll do is I'll swap you with that, and you can go on... I've got messages, but just yesterday's, that's all. Not supposed to do this, but I don't know.
Why not?
This is what comes in your kit, right? So what we're saying is... So you're getting a lot, but it's not the right shape, is it, really?
Yeah.
So you cut out the
I've cut out... These are 10-inch panels, the actual colour
Yes,
part,
yeah.
with the half-inch added on, make it 11.
Right, OK.
So I've cutted two... I've cutted... cut even.
Yes.
I've cut 2 strips of 10 inches, or 11-inch wide.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, which still isn't quite long enough.
Oh, OK.
So then you need this...
Oh, it's literally 3 inches something on the end, is it?
That's if you're going to do the 8 panel.
Yes,
if
of
you
course.
do a 6 panel,
yeah.
obviously you just need 2 and join them. And the way of joining them, you can see that on there, it's literally butt edge to edge. You don't overlap them, because if you overlap them, you're going to get a ridge in the quilt.
Yes, of course, yes.
Or in the wadding. It's quite thin, but you still would feel it.
Yes.
So it's literally...
So have you just literally done big whipping stitches?
Whipping stitches.
Oh, yeah, you can see that
so
easily.
you pull it... You can just see it.
Because it's going to be held in place. It's not. You're not sewing it to hold it in place permanently. You're just holding it in place while you're doing this.
Yeah,
because you're stitching, and when it gets sandwiched and everything, we'll be holding it.
Yeah, while you attach the backing and the wadding together.
How do you want these open?
Open, please.
Glasses.
Yes, I'm a traditionalist and a dressmaker, so...
Yeah, no, that's
seams
fine.
go open. So what I will do then is sew the...
Sorry, I've gone all quiet.
That's
Concentrating.
Okay. Concentrate. I don't want you ironing things the wrong way.
What?
Don't want you ironing things the wrong way. You need to concentrate.
Yes, exactly. Right, that's done.
Now, another thing I thought when I'm doing this, if it's a long table like that...
Yes.
You could start at the centre and work out. So you would have, say, that as your centre, then the birds would be up, but the tree would do the other way.
Oh, good idea, yes.
Your upright goes out.
Oh, and also, if you're going to put it on the bed, I suppose if that's your centre of your bed, you want those going in that direction and those going in that direction, really, don't you? You know what I mean? Yeah. As in, if that's the centre, or one of them's the centre, you then work them so that...
Or if it's across the bottom of the bed...
Yeah.
As you look at the bed, you have
yes.
them going that way. These
so they're all, when you're lying in bed, they're all the right way up.
Oh,
yes, I would never even thought of that one. I'd have automatically done them going that way, but you're right.
So you could do with the runner, if you had one... So they're all going, like, that way.
Yep.
You could have it so they all go the opposite way. So the centre of the table.
Yes.
And they run out that way. But if you're doing it as a wall hanging, you obviously want them all the right way.
Yeah,
so that's why I've done that way.
Of course, yeah. That's very high walls you've got in your house.
Very high.
Now, Sue
very long
said
arms.
she set her alarm specially for this show. Was it Sue, did you say? Oh, Susan. Susan set her alarm specially for the show to watch you, and because she wanted this panel, she didn't want to miss out the panel again. And Sue has sent in a picture. Oh, she's already made hers.
Oh, very nice. Excellent.
She said what, sorry? It was her first quilting, but she's very... Oh, like you, Paul,
like
very,
me, yes.
very pleased with it.
Got to start somewhere.
I'm just going to do it. Sorry, we're having issues with the iPad now. Don't stop sew too quickly.
Right.
Only because I can get this fixed while you're watching the sewing, you see.
All I'm doing now is sewing the 2 panels of 4 together.
Did they warn you I was a nightmare?
Right.
No, obviously. He's not replying to that one.
Apparently
there's lots of questions about my black shirt. Black shirt question mark.
Oh. Off to a funeral later.
Oh, dear. No. Look, it's got bright colours on the end here.
That's very, very tame for you, that. I like the colours inside, yes. And the cuffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, sorry, I moved it there. Right, I don't know what's happened to this. Oh, dear.
Who's let you loose with that?
Exactly. No, I've done it. Right, do you want to send me a message through, Hannah, see if I've worked it? Rachel, what a lovely Sunday morning. Coffee, PJ sewing, and 2 handsome men on my TV.
Oh, thank you, Ray. Heather.
Oh, she's obviously watching the other channels. Oh. No, I'm not saying you're not handsome. Right, so are you doing your whipping
Right,
stitch?
yeah,
then?
this is the joining.
Okay.
So just to see how simple it is.
So,
And
I've got a
doesn't
question
have
from
to be
Joanna here
tidy.
for you. And, I'll wait for Joanna's question to come through.
Okay.
Oh, she wants to know the finished length of the table runner. What, with all 8?
They were 10-inch each with a 1/4 inch in between. So that's 80
inches.
84 inches.
Shall I
And
check,
then you've
or
got
you
your
done
little bit of
right?
binding at the edge, so it could be 80... Go for 85. See how close I am with that.
In
My
inches,
maths
yes.
is not as strong.
What's that in
but-
centimetres, then?
Oh, I don't do centimetres.
Right, hang on. So that's 60 inches there. Right, okay. So that's 80. Oh, no, that's 60, sorry. Plus... What did you say?
85.
83.
Oh,
Not bad. That's inches.
that's inches, right.
That's the maximum. I'm just coming in front just to put it on that.
Okay. No, don't do centimetres.
On this.
Right.
Gillian, so pleased you're not injured. Have a good show. Love the black shirt. Hope the voice holds out. No, it will. It's just Sunday morning, isn't it, Gillian? Thank you, though, for that.
Yep.
Right. Oh, you all right?
Yeah. Needle. Can't get that on the floor. Okay, so join the...
OK, sorry to
body.
interrupt. There's only 10. There's less than 10 of the one with the... That's the grey one, isn't it? The one with this as the backing fabric, there are now less than 10 of these. Less than 10 of those. Alison says, good morning, John and Paul. Lovely to see 2 chaps working together. John, missing your lovely colourful shirt today. Oh, Alison, I only did it because I didn't want to steal any of Paul's thunder, that was all.
Well,
I can change.
I'll wear a different shirt later,
Oh, will
which
you?
will be a bit plainer. It won't be as bright. And you can wear a colourful one.
When
How
am
about
I
that?
going to change,
When
then?
have you got time to change?
We need a screen on set and I
We
can
do.
change on the...
Yes.
Have I got Christmas fabrics in the next hour? I'll wear a Christmas shirt in the next hour, then. I'll get Jay to prepare it. It doesn't need ironing. Right.
Right, moving on to the actual quilting
Yes.
part of this now.
Oh, right, OK.
Yes, exciting.
Did they warn you they were going to send you quilting?
No.
No?
No.
Did you hear that, Hannah? No.
No.
No, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything.
No.
Paul wasn't told he'd got a quilting project.
No, the only other quilting project I'd done before this, I did a little table mat about that big.
Yeah.
So I thought, can't be that
Can't be that
difficult.
difficult,
So I
man.
did it.
But
and
no,
I-
it's good. No, but it's good. It's good. It's good that you've got it because
Yeah.
it proves that. Because a lot of people go, "Oh no, I couldn't do quilting. I'm a sewist or I'm a dressmaker." It's actually quite good. Do you want me to help?
It is
you?
quite
Let me
good.
move that down.
So what you're doing now, this is my understanding of quilting.
Right.
You get your top panel,
Yeah.
your wadding, and your backing.
Right. Now,
backing goes face down,
Which
right
is what,
way
as a
down.
dressmaker, we'd find that alien, wouldn't we?
It's
'Cause
strong,
we'd bag out, wouldn't
strange. Then your wadding.
Where's your in this where's your whipped bit in the story of this one? Where's your whip bit? There. So
There.
you don't
And there's
see,
another one in the
yeah,
middle.
so you
Yeah.
don't actually see
No,
the whip bit.
you won't
don't you?
feel it, you won't see it. The other one is probably about halfway along. It's there.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you won't see that. So then you start... This is where the curly, those...
Banana safety
bendy
pins.
safety pins
Have we
would
got those
do
on the
well.
website, Hannah? She's just checking for us. Somebody's messaging in, just says customer, do you have any stock of the grey Scandi panels? And no, unfortunately, we couldn't get the grey Scandi panel. We're only able to get the red Scandi panels, I'm afraid. Which is why we've teamed this one with grey, to give you, like, the opposite effect of that one if you wanted it. Oh, lots of messages. Brilliant. Have 2 men on a sewing show. Get rid of the myth that only women sew. Lots of love, Tina.
Indeed,
Thank you,
Tina. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you haven't seen our sewing yet.
So,
Oh, Sheila, we can't get the grey one back in stock, I'm afraid. We've tried, we just can't get the grey one back in stock. I do apologise. So, you're just pinning through all 3 layers, are you?
pinning through all 3 with non-sticky pins.
got a
It's
blunt
got a
pin?
bit of... No, it's got a bit of glue on it or something.
Put that in my trolley.
And then I'll just show you what I did with one of the squares.
Oh, yes, you don't. I'm not
and then we
expecting you
can
to do the
move
whole
on.
lot,
Oh, I
so-
know. I've got time for that.
Oh, no, we're not even halfway through yet, so we're fine.
Okay.
But
I want to show how putting the backing on, which to me was a sort of... Like, not done that before.
Oh, OK.
Got to learn
but
that
it's
one,
brilliant. So
so
you can take us through what it's like to do it for
Yeah.
the first time. The banana safety pins, sadly, are out of stock still at the moment.
Okay. So you would do that along all of them. Now, what I did to fix each panel, I stitched in the ditch.
Right.
There.
Which means, if somebody doesn't know what that means...
Which means you've already got a seam there, so you've got a visual thing to follow.
Yes.
So literally stitch from one side across.
Yeah.
And that fixes each panel.
Oh, before you start any...
Yes.
So you don't do the whole of this panel,
no.
then the whole of that panel. So you've secured
yep.
your lining and your wadding and your main by stitching in the ditch down between each panel.
I just thought it was a good thing to do. That's
yeah.
a good line to follow,
yeah.
and you've got that on each of them.
Definitely.
So if I do that one to begin
yeah.
with, and then if you could tidy that up for me, that'd be great.
Blimey.
Making you work today. Never told you that, did they?
What, that you're going to boss me around? Sarah says, morning, I've just joined. I'm so excited and I've made my first purchase. Looking forward to making the table runner. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome,
Sarah. Now, I was always under the impression with any quilting, you had to use the walking foot. Whether that's the case for big quilts.
Yes.
Yeah. But
the only reason that because we use the 680 with the walking foot, the reason we use the walking foot is it just feeds all the legs. And I think this, a lot of our lady cutters say, "Oh, I don't use it on something like this, but I would use it on my big
yes.
quilt and everything going around like
that."
Yeah,
well, that was my thought. I thought, oh, I'll give it a go.
Yeah,
no, I have
exactly.
got a walking foot at
Yes,
home,
if you've got a walking foot,
yeah.
put it on if you want to, if you feel better with a walking foot. But we're showing now you don't need to have a walking foot to do it.
Especially over small patches like this.
Yes, exactly. Now, Hannah's getting a bit worried because we're about to sell out. So she's working on a solution for you. So don't go anywhere. If you're thinking, oh, it's sold out. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere because Hannah's... might take a few days, but she's working on something.
She'll get there. So I've done that for the first two.
OK.
You could do the edge one as well, but not really necessary. Because what I did on this...
Right.
I've gone round the inner square.
So you've basically kept the quilting, because it's your first time, a simple...
I've kept it simple, yeah. What I've seen that they've done on the panel here...
Yes.
They've gone round
that's Ange. That'll be Ange
in
a free motion embroidery. Let me take it off the wall and I can show you.
I just thought, not too adventurous for that
No. But this is for more advanced. If you're buying this new and more advanced... Let me just put this here. Oh, is it crazy, Lorraine? Oh, no, it's a different one. Let's have a look. Oh, no, it is crazy, Lorraine. Yeah, she's missed the show for 9 days. Now, when she... Little tip...
Right.
She would start the quilting from the middle and work outwards. That's what I read. But she's crazy, Lorraine. She's been on holiday, right? She goes to...
good point.
I think it's Gran Canaria or somewhere like that. She spends the whole 9 days on the beach during the day and in drag clubs at night time.
Oh, fabulous.
And she has big, blingy... She looks gorgeous every night. But she sent me a picture every night of her out at this part. She's got... The sun must have been so hot there. She's got browner and browner and browner. And I'm not sure who it was, the lady she's gone with. She's gone with an older lady. And this old lady was having the best time. Well, I think she's called Helen. Having the best time. Anyway, let me just show you very quickly on here. So if you're more advanced, this is what... was it Angie that made this? And what Angie did was she's actually... Sorry, do you want to get that out there? What Angie's done is she's actually quilted round... all of the actual reindeers and the snowflakes and everything like that. So I've only got the red one today. We've only got the red one today. In fact, what I'm going to do, we'll never be able to get the grey one again. So, this Christmas, anyway. So what we'll do is, after today, we'll put the red one back up there. Right, sorry, Paul.
Right. You've got a lot of quilt to get through there.
Yes.
So with some machines, obviously, if you're doing a bigger quilt, you need the...
Yes, now,
the
we
machines.
have... I don't know if we've got them in stock. We've got the 730 machine, which has got a deeper throat for things like that. But roll it up. Just roll it up and it'll be fine. Yes, it's good. It's good, actually, because if you haven't done it before, it's a good way to practice on something like this.
It is. I found it quite a fun one to do, interesting enough. And if you wanted to be more adventurous, you could do quilting round as Angie did on that.
And what
but
did
I just thought, I'll just follow the squares
separately? I haven't seen this. I'm making this one. I'm wondering if she did each square separately and then joined them together afterwards.
You wouldn't get the quilted effect then, though, would you?
No. I meant no, she hasn't. I was wondering if she'd done it. You know, on the Quilt As You Go, you do each square completely separately, but she hasn't because the quilting's gone right the way through to the backing there. on Quilt As You Go, you'd make each one, and then you'd sash in between each one. But no, she's done it as a whole piece. But then Angie's got fancy gloves that she wears, hasn't she, when she's doing her...
Oh, has she?
Taking that bundle out, that's the grey one that Paul's making, because that's sold out. Oh, there's three. There's three left. If you've got any basket, check out.
OK, so out. Sharp pins.
Oh, yeah, be careful.
Yeah. Be adventurous as you want with that.
Yes.
Rule of thumb, I was taught that if you're quilting, you shouldn't leave a space around bigger than that, bigger than your hand. Yeah, because otherwise it can be split too much.
Oh, OK.
Yeah. So really, that square is too big.
Right.
So options, go across it like that.
Yeah.
Do a square.
No, I've not heard that one before.
Yeah,
yes.
so you put your hand on, and if you're doing wiggly, it shouldn't be
it's
much
technical
larger
term.
than that. Wiggly, I know
it's called free
motion quilting,
yeah.
yes.
OK, but then that's quite nice, just to do that square.
Yeah.
Because also it's going to be held here with binding, isn't it?
Yes, as you can see.
Yeah, so you've got another line of stitching going to go around the edge and everything.
Yeah. So it's just that is a little bit, but if it's going to be laid flat,
or what you could do is what Ange did on hers, is you could sew something. I'd be tempted to put a sequin in the middle of that one. I suppose it depends what you're using it for.
Yeah.
If you're using it as a wall hanging, because I'd like to decorate the tree. You know, put little sequins or baubles on the tree and your buttons and things like that. So it depends on, like you say, what you want to use it for and how you're going to use it.
But if you want it as a flat surface, then,
yes, of course.
Yeah, it's fine. And it's not going to gap.
Yes.
If you've got it on a flat surface.
Yes, exactly.
Hanging on a wall, yes, it might do. It might pull apart.
Yes.
So,
but what you could also do is just do one little stitch through the middle of each... like, just for example, on that one, just a little hand stitch in the middle of each dart, that's going to hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, all of them
have got
something in the background that you could, if you wanted to, if you didn't want it to bag, like you were saying, you could just...
almost like a tailor's tack.
Yes.
That's going to go through, hold. But I've seen quilts done like that where it's knotted.
Yes,
and knotted. And I like that finishing effect. You do it like tapestry.
Your hand quilt to get little pearl thread and everything. You go through and do it.
Yeah, and that would look good. You could use a gold thread, go round.
Oh, now you're getting a bit over the top now. It's Christmas,
you're going to go fancy. It's Christmas.
Yes.
You're allowed to go over the top at Christmas. It's about the only time you can.
Right. When everyone's checked out their baskets, there'll only be 2 of these left. And there were only 3 of those left, but they're about to go, right?
Okay, yeah.
Hannah, have you sorted it out yet? Right.
Okay.
Are you going on to the backing now?
I'll go on to the binding now.
Binding, right. Before you start the binding, I'm just going to go over and solve this problem, and then we'll come back. But don't do any sewing.
I won't do any, no. I'll
brilliant.
just start preparing for it.
Right. So the bundles have gone. The bundles have sold out. But... if you want to buy the panel on its own, that's what Hannah's... That's a noise I've not heard before. I wonder what that was. I've recognised it from something. Anyway, I've never heard it upstairs before. Anyway, if you want the panel, it's £6.95. If you just want to buy the panel on its own, it's £6.95. Now, this way... you can create anything you want to with this, can't you? Because you can choose your own backing fabric. You can decide how you're going to... basically, you're free to do whatever you want. So both the bundles have sold out. But now, how many of these have I got? Right, I don't think that'll be enough. Right, it's 30 seconds this auction's been open, and already there are 35 in baskets. It's that kind of speed. It's gorgeous. It's lovely. And there's lots of people... I'm not surprised. You see, I would multi-buy because I would make the table runner through the middle. I would make the placemats, 8 placemats. Or, if you like, not Angie, Jo, and, Hannah says she's going to do it, but we've yet to see, Christmas cushions. You could make 8 scatter cushions. Do you know what? Oh, that's really got you fired up there. Loads of people suddenly put it in their basket when I said that. But 8 little Christmas scatter cushions... or, do you know what? You could almost, like we were just saying then, hand embroidery. You know how Mandy Shaw does all her red and white work, red work? You could do red work on these, couldn't you? Or white work on the red. Do you know what I mean? There's so much you can do with this. £6.95. OK, over half the stock has been put in baskets already. I'm not surprised. Oh, OK. Now, just so you know, we were only given the bundles. We weren't given the panel on its own. So... somebody will be in trouble at the end of the show, not me. Oh, in fact, no, it could be tomorrow because it's Sunday, isn't it? And Hannah's not in tomorrow, so she doesn't care. Make sure you check out... All I'm saying is make sure you check out your baskets. That's... Oh, OK. In the next 3 or 4 minutes, this will be sold out, just to warn you. So shall we put some fabrics with it? Are you all right over there, Paul? Let's put some fabrics with it while you're checking it baskets. Because you might want... half a metre to go, or a metre, no, metre, or however much you need. However much you need. You might already have your own Spectrum solids at home that you want to use. This is nice. So I'll just go through these very quickly before we go back to Paul. £5.95 for half a metre. This is lovely, isn't it? Now, it's got the reindeers, it's got the Christmas trees and the hearts all in there that you can see on the panel. It's got, and snowflakes, £5.95 for half a metre. It's beautiful. I love that fabric. Oh, now, that'd make a lovely Christmas shirt, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. Classy Christmas shirt, that one. Then I've got snowflakes, red snowflakes, which goes lovely with this as well. I like this. So let's just put that there. This is obviously a metre that I'm showing you here on the table. Oh, you see, oh, I'll hold it up for you. Look, don't. Nice. Do you know what I mean? You could do all sorts of things with this. So that's... I'm showing you what I'm showing you is the fabric at the back, and this is... There you go. That's a metre that I'm showing you there, but the £5.95 is for half a metre. That's lovely, isn't it? That, again, is one of those fabrics that looks brilliant close to, but also brilliant far away. OK? I've also got that one in the grey. So now, I know a lot of you wanted the grey panel, which we couldn't get you, but if you were to put more, you know, you put borders of this... Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Hang on. No, I was thinking then I could put borders all the way around, but I only got one piece of fabric. But do you know what I mean? If you put a wide border of the grey snowflake... Oh, do you know what I'm trying... There you go. Do you know what I mean? So you could put a lovely wide border of the grey on to make the grey, and then the ecru from this will match the ecru from that. So you could give it that more grey theme, couldn't you? Red Christmas trees. Got red Christmas trees. Haven't got any of the... no, they're not brown. They're grey Christmas trees. Haven't got any of the grey Christmas trees left. That's all gone. Today. They'll get some more. They'll try and get some more in. Nice. Look at that one. That's very rich, that one, isn't it? That's the Scandi 4 trees on red fabric. £5.95. Lovely. And then I've just got one more to show you now. Just one more. This is... they call it basic, but it's actually... I wouldn't call it basic. It's a sweet little print, isn't it? Little stars. Or are they little poinsettias things? Do you think they're little poinsettias, that? £4.95 for half a metre. OK, Hannah thinks with this, you know why that is, because your skiing hat's got that pattern around the top. Hannah's looking... Hannah's thinking that fabric makes her think of going skiing. She thinks she's an extra in Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Right, OK. And how are we doing on the panel? Any warning? Right, let's open and check before I go back to Paul. We weren't meant to have this today. Oh. OK. Check out, all I'm saying is there are six times as many of you got this in your basket than we've got those left. Check out your basket. Right, so...
Binding.
OK, so what have you done then?
OK. With your backing fabric, you've got enough to do the binding to go all the way around the edge.
OK, now it'd be interesting how you did this, because quilters do it differently to... dressmakers.
There's many ways of doing it as well, as I found.
Yes. Right.
I thought, yeah, what do I do?
Did you ring anybody up? Did you go and look
got my
at...
book out. I went onto YouTube and sat up and watched a few demos on YouTube, and I like this way.
OK.
Right? There's a guy, I think he's in America, and he doesn't like any hand sewing.
Oh, OK.
So he said, I can do the binding by machine.
Right, OK.
It's more visible.
He said you could.
Well, you can.
He said, Paul, it's fine for you
Paul,
to do it.
you go ahead, you do it.
Yes.
So I've cut 2.5-inch strips.
Right.
And there was enough to do this and you're left with...
From your metre of fabric...
Yeah.
Oh, I know, it was on Hannah's desk, wasn't it, what was left over?
That's right.
So from your metre of fabric, you've cut the backing out and the binding, and there's literally a strip about 3 inches left, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah. So that's why I thought there's no room to do little ones in between.
Yeah.
But what the rule of thumb is, you measure all the way around your quilt.
Yes.
And you add 10 inches.
10 inches,
Add 10 inches. Because what will happen, once you've gone all the way round, you're left with these 2 overlapping 10 inches, which you will join.
Right, OK.
OK? So do your 2.5-inch strips.
Yeah.
Mitre join them.
Oh, yes, yes, of course, because it's so long, you're going to need more than one width of fabric, aren't you? Yeah.
For this, I think it's just over 5, so I've done 6 and joined them.
I was going to say, because it was 83 there, 83 back, plus the ends, plus plus the 10 inches, it's going to be quite long, isn't it?
So, mitre join them. So
right, OK, what time is it? Oh, can I ask this?
Have I done that?
That's because it's a straight binding, you'd expect it to be a straight seam in between, but you've not done a straight seam.
Yeah, again, the reason for doing that, when you fold it back, you're not left with one bulk all in one place.
OK.
You've taken the seam allowance to one side and then to the other.
Yeah.
So it's less bulky.
So if you've got two strips of fabric...
Yeah. No, say if on the other end.
Oh, sorry, you're going to
That's OK. No problem, because we won't get round to that end anyway. You put one face up.
Yeah.
Like so. And the other one face down.
Oh, OK.
OK. Then you are going to stitch along that diagonal. So that when you do that...
Oh, so you're sewing across the bias, so watch you don't stretch it, but...
When you do that, open it up.
Yeah, obviously you have the ridge in at that point.
That'll be neater. And there's your continuation of your strip.
Okay.
So you cut those edges off.
Yes, because I'd automatically, because they're straight stitches, I would automatically thought, well, just cut sew them straight. But you're right, you've got all the bulk all going in one place then, haven't you?
Yeah, because if you joined it like that and then turned it over, you would have...
Yes, by the time you fold it in half.
Folded, you'll have that. You do that when you get back to where they join together.
Do you?
I've done somewhere on this one.
Oh, I'll find it.
You'll find it. That is one way of joining it. Again, on this YouTube video, I saw that you can join that with a mitre. OK, well, let's get... I'll stick with simple.
So you've got your 2.5-inch strip, you folded it in half and pressed it.
Yep, pressed it in half lengthways.
Yep.
So now you find somewhere where you're going to start attaching it.
Yes.
Leave your 10-inch tail.
Right.
So start your pinning. Now I'm going to do the mitered corners.
Right.
This was new to me as well.
OK.
Get to the corner.
Yes.
And the best way I thought of remembering it, go right to the corner, go up.
Yeah.
Then go down. So
did you get that?
Up and down. Should we do that again?
Quite simple, yeah, do it again.
Right. Go right to the corner, right to the edge of your fabric.
Yeah.
OK. Fold it from that corner up, level with this new edge that you're going to come down.
Yeah.
And then fold it back down. So that becomes your mitre.
And how do you stitch it then?
Right, how you stitch that, I'll go through that in a moment. I pin that in place or underclip it.
Oh, OK, so you did all the mitre corner. You don't do each corner as you go along. You've pinned everything right the way round. Did you go right the way round? So you did all 4 corners before you did any stitching?
Exactly, it's to make sure that you've got enough binding. There was another method which I quite like the look of. So again, you get to this corner, you're going to go up.
Right, I just need to tell you, the reason that the Alpha rotary cutter is in the graphic is because all the fabrics have sold... Oh, no, all the panels have sold out. And the fabrics, there will be some fabrics. I will show you some more fabrics in a minute, but we'll just put that graphic in. The Wonder Clips are on the website if we've got some available. My thing keeps logging out. Morning, John and Paul.
Good morning.
I just managed to buy the panel and then it sold out. Phew. That's Karen in Devon.
Fabulous.
Thank goodness.
Fabulous, Karen.
Right, our son, hang on, our son's messaging as well. John and Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, she wasn't a fan of Scandi until this morning. Great show, now she loves it.
I love it.
Well, I have to say, when they said they were doing the set Scandi, I was like, oh, because we've got, the wooden and that's all sort of Scandi, isn't it, there? And then How did that sneak onto the... what day is that? Tuesday?
Hannah wanted to put it... no, 23rd of October.
I'll bring it, right?
23rd of October.
Right. This isn't even my show, right? What day are you doing this Tuesday?
No, 23rd, you'll be in. You said you
Oh, this isn't Tuesday, then?
No.
This is later in the month,
yes.
Oh, it is with me? I thought you said you were doing this one on Tuesday. You're very organised if you're making something for the later in the month.
They want the instructions by tomorrow.
Oh, okay, exactly. Was there something else? Oh, but that's not with me then, is it? Is that on...
And that.
Oh, that's both the same day?
Yeah.
So what are you doing on Tuesday, then?
I am doing...
I'm not in on Tuesday, so...
Oh, I'm doing the letters, the soft squidgy letters, and the Sizzix machine.
And what?
The Sizzix machine that you
liked.
Are
you?
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. Anyway, come on, sorry. So...
OK, quickly, I'll do the mitered corner. How long have we got left? Have we got long left?
Oh, no, you're fine. You've only got 10 minutes yet.
Right. So, 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now, the video I saw, this guy did this from the back and then turned it to the front. So you get your stitching on the front.
Oh, because if you're going to do top line... I can understand why he's done that, because if you're doing top stitching on the binding, then you're definitely going to hit it dead on the binding if you do it from the front.
Because if you look at
I'm not
how
questioning
it's
your
gone. No, just saying this first time at this as well. This is, in effect, I've done it... On this one, I've done it on the back and then turned it to the front.
Yes.
So I've been stitching from
the front.
yes,
exactly.
Okay?
Yeah. But you're doing today is different.
But this way, I'm doing it the other way, so people can see the difference between them. So
okay.
I put that binding onto the back. You can't see where I'm joining it.
No.
Okay? So putting it onto the front and then turning it to the back, but you will stitch from the back then.
Yes.
So if you miss some bits, it'll be visible.
Yes, exactly.
So if you're doing the machine stitching method, you start on the back and turn to the
forward.
front.
But a lot of people like to hand finish.
Yes.
So the way you're doing it is the best way if you're going to... Is the way to do it if you're going to hand finish.
Yeah, if you don't like hand stitching, then...
Oh, no, you can do it on the machine as well, but if you do like hand stitching...
Yeah.
Because lots of people like to do a project like this, don't they? And then sit down in front of the telly or sit with their partner, chat away and hand stitch, or go off on a train journey coming up here or something.
Well, it's less noisy when you're watching telly doing hand stitching than machine stitching. So if I show how to get round this mitered corner. So, clean a bit there. So if you press that mitre as you've done it, you've gone up and you've gone down, you get like a little fold in there. I need my glasses now to see that fold.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
We're all as bad, aren't we?
I'm getting there.
Right, OK, so you folded...
Folded.
I'm just saying, see if we can see that at home. Oh, move that. See, there's the bit that you folded up.
Yeah.
Right, so you folded that back.
You fold that back. Now you're going to stitch to that fold.
The crease line.
The crease line.
Finger press crease line.
Which is about, again, 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Now, one other video I saw.
Yeah.
Leave that in.
Needle down.
Needle down. Lift. Turn it. 45 degrees.
Oh, this is a new one, yeah.
Right. And then sew off the edge.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, go back, start again. You now go on the other side of the mitre, so now you're going to fold that back.
And I'll just wait for the camera to come in on you there. So you've sewn up there and gone...
And stitched up to there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got that, off to that corner.
Yeah.
Now you fold it back.
Yeah. Oh. Just
Okay,
point where you're going to sew from on that
and now I'm going to sew from that other crease.
Right.
Which is about 1/4 in.
Yeah.
And then come down this.
Oh. I've not seen it done like that before.
No, I hadn't.
We have now. We're teaching it. We better do this in your class tomorrow. Oh, I've been doing this one for years.
Dress tomorrow.
You do what?
Dress tomorrow.
A dress?
A dress.
Yeah, not here, Paul. No. I'm talking about real life now. But Paul is back on Tuesday with... Will it be Natasha or Amy? One of the two on Tuesday.
So what we got now, you would do that all the way round.
Yes, of course, yeah.
When you...
Hang on. We'll just wait for the camera to come in on us. Okay, oh, it's coming.
It's coming, we get there.
Right, there you go.
OK, you open up that mitre.
Right.
And you can then fold it over.
OK, now where the line of stitching where you went up the crease, where's that now then? I'm confused.
It's still underneath there.
Oh, but it's on the underneath side of the mitre. Got it.
So it just tidies that up. So when you then turn it over, and you're tucking all these bits in.
Yes.
You pull that to one side.
Yeah.
Fold it over.
Yeah, there we go, joining
Pull that out. Tuck that part of your mitre in there.
Yeah.
Then get rid of all your threads.
Yeah.
Fold that back over. This is where your underclip comes in nicely.
Yes.
You might need to cut some of that corner off.
Yes,
Trim
exactly.
a bit of that out of the way.
Some nice sharp scissors.
Oh, notice that. Fold in, and then fold that other bit in.
Okay.
And if you then underclip that, just to hold it in place.
Now, have you only started using wonder clips because we've given you some quilting to do, or do you use them in real life anyway?
I use them for some things like this, but generally I pin a lot.
Yes, I was going to say.
Pin a lot. But when it comes to corners like that, and you want it to hold the corner for quite a while before you get back round to it.
Yeah.
When you get back round to it...
Yeah, there's a lot in there, yes.
Yeah, that's been held for about 5 or 10 minutes. When
Yeah.
you get back to it, you take that clip off and it stays there.
Oh, of course, because you almost finger pressed it, haven't you?
In effect. So you've got your mitre corner
Oh, nice.
on that side,
Yeah.
and then when you turn it over, and you've gone round all the rest,
Yeah.
you will then be stitching
Right on the edge.
right on that edge.
Yeah.
And you will be covering the stitching that you've done at the front.
Of course.
That's why if you do it on the back and then turn to the front, you don't see that second line of stitching.
yeah.
Because what you will get now is if you were to hand stitch that from the back, you would just get no...
Yeah, there's no
visible
machine line at
stitching,
all, no.
which you'd end up with that sort of finish.
Nice.
So that is simple binding.
OK. What did you say that message was, Hannah? You said, I've got a lovely email from Lynn. Great to see two men together on the show. Thank you. Oh, she runs an after-school sewing club for 10-year-olds.
Fab.
There's only one boy in the group,
Oh, excellent.
but he's the most capable and wants to be a designer when he grows up. Good for him.
Brilliant. Good to hear that. Keep that thought in your
and
head.
In the next session, she's going to tell the whole group about John and Paul being on telly together.
Oh,
Thank you, Lynn.
fabulous.
That's really good. It's lovely that you do a class for 10-year-olds, isn't it? Get them interested early. We were saying yesterday when Jemima was on, there's not enough craft taught in schools, really, is there? Do you know
Not
what I mean?
anymore, no.
No, because when I was at school, on the Wednesday afternoon, you had to do metalwork or woodwork or dressmaking, or so it was called domestic science, I think, in those days, or cooking. We were lucky, because I went to school in Chester, not far from you.
Not far from
you. We were allowed to do horse riding or canoeing or things like that as well on a Wednesday afternoon.
Ah, nice.
I'm going back a long time now.
I did rowing on the River Dee.
Oh, no, well, that's it. I did that on the first class, and the first thing, they put you in the river and flipped you over, and I was like, I'm never doing...
Oh, no, mine was
the
8 in a boat type thing. It wasn't, the canoeing.
Mine was a blooming plastic canoe.
The canoeing stuff.
And they literally, to get you, in case to put you all... So we're all sitting there giggling in our canoes like this, and then they literally, teacher just turned all of the canoe... In the river, not even in a swimming pool.
I thought they were supposed to teach you in the swimming pool first so that you got that knowledge of what to do.
Yeah.
And then they throw you out in the
Never
river.
went again. I went to cookery then. Mrs. Batty, my cookery teacher, I loved her.
There we go. So that's the other corner done as well.
Right.
I've done the same thing, stitched right up to the mitre and then out to the corner.
I've never seen that one before.
It's the first time I'd seen it. I thought, I like that one.
Yep.
Then bring that over. I mean, traditionally, you just go to the corner, stop.
Yes.
Backstitch to hold
Yeah.
it. Fold it over, start there, backstitch, and then come out. But that almost fixes it again into that corner.
Yeah, that's better. And then you just obviously trim your corner with
trim the corner there. A lot to get through there. And then you're going to do the fold over again. You've got that lovely mitre there then.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's where my binding join fell at the same place.
Wow.
So sometimes, maybe pace it round first to see that you're not getting your mitre joins right in the corner because it's just going to add more bulk.
Yes.
So then fold over, and there you've got your two mitered corners.
Brilliant. And then what happens? What time? Oh, we've got to go in a second.
Okay.
What happens when when you've left your 10-inch? I don't expect you to sew it, but
I can show
when
you
you
what
said
happens.
you've got your Because you've left that at the beginning.
Yeah, so this one will come round the same way. You get to your 10-inch from the gap. So you've got these two pieces. So what you do is just get them together like that. See where they're going to meet up.
Yeah.
Don't tie them in a knot.
No.
Fold one. Take the other one over it.
Yeah.
Create that same fold. So finger press that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you open them up.
Oh, and fold.
And just like dressmaking, you're going to sew. Make sure you don't get a twist in them.
No, exactly. Take your time doing this.
So right sides together. So it'll be the two tail ends will be sticking out. So you would get, that's your finger crease.
Yeah.
That's your other finger crease. Right sides together. So if I just pin that, I can show you how it will end up.
Pins that Paul's using going across the bottom there, £5.45. You can grab hold of one.
If you can get them out the pin.
Okay. Paul's back in an hour's time doing that lovely kimono top. Last time they did it was a sell-out show, just so you know. And then, so that's it, and then you just stitch along.
Yeah, you stitch along there, and then you will get a straight seam then.
Brilliant.
Straight seam joint.
Thank you very much indeed. We've got to go.
Thank you.
Come back in 3 minutes' time when you'll see me with a premiere Christmas fabrics. Go nowhere.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to do diagonal tacking, which is also known as pad stitching, but depending on what you're using it for. Diagonal tacking would be a temporary stitch just to attach layers of fabric together, like interlinings or interfacings, and you'll be doing that to the wrong side of the fabric. So normally you would use 2 layers of fabric, but I'm going to be just using this fabric here on a hoop, just so I can show you the stitches. So I'm going to be taking my needle through my fabric, and then I'm going to be doing in and out to create a diagonal shape. And then I'm going to go further down and again coming in and out. So you can see that I'm moving from the right to left, but if you're right or left-handed, then this can change either way, whatever's more comfortable for you. So it's this small stitch here that gives you the diagonal shapes, and you just keep going down your fabric. So once you've done these stitches down here, you then need to go back up to create a second row of stitches. But this time you need to come in and out the other way. So this time I'm going from right to left, so I'm mirroring that stitch, like so.
The girl with a sewing machine and seamstress extraordinaire Jennifer Taylor is back with us this Tuesday. Jennifer joins us at 9 a.m. with a selection of new and exclusive Sashko-inspired patterns. In addition to the popular starter kit, we have a selection of new fabric bundles to create an alternative look to the traditional dark blue backgrounds. Jennifer will then return at 11 a.m. to make a bookshelf tote bag ideal for your evening classes or your daily commute. Presented in a new colourway, inspired by the autumnal palette of the moment, this accessory has plenty of room for personalisation to suit your style. So tune in at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Tuesday the 10th of October to catch Jennifer in action. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. Jay. Falling off the tree, bauble. I've got premiere now. You love. I haven't got to tell you anything, have I, before I start? I'm over here for a reason. No, I'm going to tell you. You've loved this range of fabrics. These are all premieres, right? This whole pile here is premieres. Now, you will have seen some of them in different colourways before, because I'll show you when we go through. They're Chatham Glyn. You know you love them. They're 80% cotton, and they're 20% polyester. Can't even say. Now, you can still send your messaging, because I've brought my little iPad, tablet with me. Yeah, now, anything in the patchwork... I'm just making a bit more space. There we go. Anything in the patchwork always... how am I going to say this? I've got a couple of patchwork ones. There's one you're going to absolutely... You're going to love this one, but there's one you're really, really, really going to fall for. Right, let's do this then. So I'll do a quick shimmy through, first of all, so you can see all of them, and then we'll go through and do it, have a nice look at them. Now... There is a direction to this one, I think. Oh, is there? Hang on, because I've got the little people upright there, but then the reindeer's upside down and the house is upside down. And Jay's pointing to something now. What, Jay? That house is the right way up there. That house is the right way up that way, that one. But that one's... No, this house is the wrong way up, you see. Anyway, it's lovely. It's patchwork. It's patchwork. Have a look at it from a distance. Look at the width. Nice width. That is lovely and classy, isn't it? That is beautiful. It's linen, look. It's not linen. It's 80% cotton, 20% polyester. Still machine washable at 30 degrees. But it is... I'll get Jay to measure it, but I'd say that was either 56 or 60 inches wide. Oh, actually, Hannah might have it on her... have it on her deals. I'll get Jay to measure it. OK, thank you, Jay. That's the first one. You should quickly measure that one. Now, you've seen a fabric like this before, but in a smaller swirl... Because we always say, somebody messaged in, didn't they, going, that's the bottom of the milk tray chocolate. Other chocolates. Look. Oh, do you know what? I'd like this as my Christmas tablecloth. Look. Oh, do you know what? I'm loving this. It's the size of it. Oh, I love, love, love this one. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have my whole table. It's Paul's table runner here from the last hour. I'm just sitting. Is it there, Jay? Yeah, he's bringing it. It's in your own time. Come on, Jay. I thought you were an athlete. I'm just setting my table for Christmas, look. Oh. So, look. And then I'd have made a table, you know, like placemats out of the other ones of these. Oh, I do like that. I do like that a lot. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Imagine when your guests arrive and see your Christmas table all... Well, love it. Swirl, big swirl, this is, large swirl, £4.95 for half metre. And it's a lovely... You know, some of these linen looks are quite heavy, like canvassy. This is like a lightweight linen. This is lovely. It smells gorgeous as well. Anyway, thank you, Jane. What was it measuring? 56 inch. I said that, didn't I? Put my pen. You switched me off, Hannah. Oh, bring it back, Jay. Got a quick question. Is it red or is it pink? Oh, no, it's definitely red. Did it look pink on the telly? The background is like the biscuity, you know, like the linen colour, the traditional linen. The background is the linen colour, and then the swirls are definitely red. I'm just trying... chuck me over the red bundle. I'm only doing this to show you red fabrics next to it. Thank you, Jay. We're going all over the place, aren't we? So this is a bundle that's coming later, right? But these are reds, look. So you can see the red of the swirl next to the red of the fabrics. OK? Right. OK, thank you, Jay. Thank you. No, that's what we're here for. Thank you, Jay. Oh, now, Jay, how are you going to take this one? Right, OK. Now, this one's called... I think this one's called Father Christmas in Love. I think that's what this one's called. I'll just double-check. Is it not? Oh, just linen look love. Look. Now, this has got the hearts, the padded hearts on it. They're not really padded, they only look like that. And then you've got the reindeer with the baubles. And then Father Christmas, cold, happy. Isn't that lovely? Let me hold it up for you. It's called love in inverted commas. That's like somebody said, I love it, John, when you're being professional. Do you remember that message? I can't let that one go. £4.95 for half a metre. Yes, remember Pauline emailed in yesterday saying she was a producer at a very big broadcasting corporation, and she said she felt sorry for Hannah. It must be very difficult to produce, she said. That one cut deep. Yeah, Hannah liked that one. And to think I used to be on LBC, didn't I? With Carol McGiffin and Jenny Eclair and Paul Ross. Now, this one, you've seen this in red before, but you haven't seen it in the grey before. And it's beautiful. It really, really works beautifully. It's very classy, isn't it? The thing is, if you don't want to do a red Christmas, you know what I mean? Look at that. Hannah's wondering when we're going to do the Hawaiian Christmas range. I think you're a bit ahead of yourself, Hannah. That'll be next year, I think. This is the linen look grey Scandi stripe fabric. Now, you have seen it in the red. We've got it round about on the set in the red. I've seen it somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. I can see it's in one of those circles there. This is it in the grey. Isn't it lovely? Oh, Lorraine's messaged him. Love fabric. Great. Make lovely Christmas stockings. Yes, Lorraine, they would make. Oh, Lorraine, wait. Don't wait, Lorraine, because you'll see. Oh, yes, there's some lovely ones coming up. So that's nice. £4.95 for half a metre. And remember, it's 56 inches wide. Thank you, Jay. Now, this one's very follow the star, follow the star. That's a musical, Christmas musical, called Follow the Star, believe it or not. Yes! Follow the star, follow the star. Look. I'll get it for you on video. Linen, look, Chris, I don't know if it's been made it. Oh, it's a red guiding star, see? Follow the star. £4.95. Oh, I think that's lovely. Except one's on its side. Let's have a sideways. Don't follow that one. Don't follow that one. There's loads on the side. Have I got... Oh, no, I've got the fabric the right way up. Follow the star, follow the star. Thank you, Jay. Oh, where's he gone? Yes. Right, this is the one. Right, now, this next one. This next one, right? This is the one that I think is going to sell out within an instant. Right? Within an instant, this one's going to sell out. Are you ready? Lorraine will have this already. Lorraine's got this already. No, she hasn't got it already. Look. It's patchwork. It's bold. It's Christmassy. It's baubles. What more do you want? Snowflakes, baubles, hearts, bells, reindeers, Merry Christmas. Oh. Again, it's the 80% cotton, 20% polyester. Isn't it lovely? It looks so gorgeous, doesn't it? £4.95 for half a metre. Now, is there a flurry? Yep. No, it's the same. It's the same. It feels slightly different. There's a slight different dressing. Let me just have that as follow the star. Right, OK. What it is, it's exactly the same fabric, but you can feel that there's a slight dress. It's not like those T-shirts where... In fact, isn't it funny? I found a T-shirt I was clearing out this week, and there's a picture of Phil and Fern on the front, right? And then there's a picture of me dressed as the devil on the back. I've got no idea where it's come from. Right? No. But anyway, what I'm saying is the bit in the middle is the T-shirt's all like that, and this bit in the middle is like that. It's really stiff. That's not like this. You can just feel there's a bit of a dressing on that one. I'll just give that one back to Jay, sorry. But look, loads of you in for that one. Oh, Bernadette says, I think you should serenade all the fabric. Bernadette. I don't know that many songs. Also, oh, no, I can't tell you that bit. No, I've just got a friend on another channel, not here. And she talks to inanimate objects, and people don't like that. Right. Now, this has got a different texture to it, right? What about this? For the tablecloth. Oh, do you know what I'd do with this one? I'd wash this one first. This one I think it's because it's got so much red dye in it that it just... Not that it's going to run. I don't think it's going to run. I just think it's just that little bit stiffer, which is why I think it'd be good for... Well, this would be good for Christmas stockings. This would be good for Christmas stockings. It's got that lovely... But I think that would look lovely. Do you know what? I'm going to buy this, and the table that I put my Christmas tree on... Oh, no. Because I was thinking about buying a pink Christmas tree this year, wasn't I? Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't buy a pink Christmas tree. They're not real. Obviously, they're not real. It's made by the same people as these. £4.95 for half a metre. I like that. I like that. But just so you know, that one is a little bit stiffer. A little bit stiffer, that one. But it's still I'd still say it was the 80% cotton, 20% polyester. It just feels because of the red dye in it. But it's rich, rich red dye, that one, isn't it? Do you know, I tell you what would look lovely. If you've got to make... If your little boy... Oh, I suppose it's all different, isn't it? Playing one of the three kings... and you make a robe out of this. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I don't know if people do they still make nativity costumes? I haven't been a teacher for donkey's years, but anyway, thank you, Jane. I've got two more. Now, these are completely different. I think these are 100% cotton. Only because Chatham Glyn do a mix of polyester cotton and cotton. And I think these are, but I can't guarantee it. We've rung the scheduling department, but not rung them, emailed them, but nobody's got back to us. So I think, but I can't, that's my own personal opinion, right? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, because it feels like, I'll show you the tradition. No, I'll show you this one first, because I like this one best. Right, apparently, this reminds Hannah of biscuits. No. It feels like a heavyweight cotton. You know, like a shirt. Well, it's a little bit heavier than my shirt weight, but it's a nice, and that's what makes me... Now, the way we could test it, but I'm not going to do this on air, is, you know how you can test if there's not 100% cotton, you can burn the corner of a fabric, and if there's any man-made fibre in it, that doesn't burn, that buckles up, that melts sort of thing. So if there's any polyester in it, it'll do that. I should have tested it out, really. The shirt that I ironed, I ironed the whole collar off, that was all acetate. The whole thing was acetate. So I love it. I love the fabric. Do you want to have a close look at the Christmas trees? Decorated they are, though. Look, they all come decorated, those trees, for your delectation. Oh, Christmas tree, la, 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 la. Oh, it's only $3.95 for half a metre. Oh, blimey, buy loads of that. It's only $3.95 for half a metre. And it's wide, isn't it, Jay? That's a wide one. Actually, how big... You know what we should do? Is we should work out how big this table is. I could then... Well, anyway, I'll get Jay to measure it. I think it's 56 inches as well. Measure that one, Jay, for me, would you? Thank you very much. Right, I'm on to my last one already. I've got other fabrics. Where are you running to? Oh, Jay. Right, this is lovely, because this reminds me of my nan for some reason. No idea why. Oh, do you know what? I've just sussed it out. Now, you have to be of a certain age to know this. My nan used to decorate the Christmas cakes, right? And we used to have, like, little Father Christmases, little Santa Claus, and then completely out of proportion, because the Father Christmas was this big, and the reindeers were this big, and the chimney pot was that big. And then suddenly there'd be 3 holly leaves. What it was plastic. It had a pointy thing that you pushed into your icing, like that. And then it had 3 holly leaves and 3 berries on it. And if you put it next to the Father Christmas, they look like this big next to the Father Christmas. That's what this reminds me of. That's where it's come from. 54 inches, these 2 cotton... Well, I'm calling them a cotton. These 2 are. Oh, actually, no. Oh, hang on. Yes, 54 inches. I'll get it right in a minute. It's like a bed sheet, this. Oh, can you imagine Christmas sheets? No, nobody can imagine Christmas sheets. Oh, OK. Hannah's saying, making chutneys for Christmas and making the little frilly mop caps to go on the top. Yeah, but then you can't give them then you can't re-gift it then as a birthday present 3 months later, can you? $3.95. I do think these are cottons, you see. I know they say linen looks down there. I think these last 2 are cottons, to be honest. I love that one, do you know? That's really brought my nan. I was my nan's favourite, I was. I can't, let's not go into it. I can't do all psychology on a Sunday morning. Hannah... Hannah said her nan's watching, so I just presumed Hannah's nan was in heaven. She's not, she's in Milton Keynes. Oops. My nan might be watching as well. My nan's like, what I do believe in, I won't go on because you're not allowed to talk about it on telly, but I do believe in all that spirits and everything like that, and I believe my nan looks after me all the time. Apart from yesterday when the car went into the back of me. Come with me. That was your nan, yes, causing that. Right. Quite a few people have emailed in. Now, these aren't the premieres, these are other fabrics now, but I just thought, these are gorgeous, you're going to love these. A lot of people have bought the panels and said, I don't want to put another pattern with it. I want to put either a Spectrum Solid or another fabric with it. What would John recommend? Now, it just so happens we had these cut in the back room, and a couple of these would be... Oh, can I have a panel? Is there a panel over there? Rather than me take that one off the wall. Here you go. I've got one here. Tom has got me one here. Just so I can show you. Thank you, Tom. Brilliant. So there are none of these left. These have all sold out, right? These have all sold out. But lots of people have bought them, and they said, John, what fabrics would go with them? And I looked at this backing here, and I said, you know what would be brilliant for that is the linen effect, linen colour in the Macawa, right? And it just so happens we've got a bundle. Oops, sorry. Look at this bundle. Wouldn't this bundle work brilliantly? This is a bundle that you can buy today for £14.49. Now, you needed a metre of fabric to do the backing and the binding. So now what you'd have to do is you'd have to, if you were going to use any of these, and how should I do it? You can either buy the bundle, which is half a metre of each of these, or I can tell you the names of these three fabrics, and they may be available, I don't know if they're available on the web at the moment, at the individual. This is sage, isn't it? Oh, sorry, have you not got it there, Hannah? Sage, that's just red, and that's linen, right? Now, what they are, these are linen, they're called linen texture, Macawa. If you go to the fabrics, they're called linen texture. There's no linen in them. They're cotton, right? They're 100% cotton, but they've got that linen. You can see best on this one, maybe. You see, it's just got that texture on it to make it look like linen. This bundle, so you can either, oh, there you go, you see. So you can either buy the bundle here for £14.49 if you just want half a metre of each of the three colours, or if you want more, because the bundle came with a metre of fabric, didn't it? Go to the website and you can buy all of these. Well, I'm hoping they're there. You can buy those on the website. Oh, the sage is available on the website on its own. How much is it per metre? For half a metre, it's £4.95. £4.95 for half a metre, right? So there's that one. Then there's the red. That's just the red linen texture there. That is available. And then this is linen. It's no linen in it, but it's linen effect, linen texture, linen colour, not linen. Hannah's just checking to see if that's available if you want to. Because you might want to buy more. And, we're here to help you, aren't we, really? So all three... Oh, hang on. Right, OK. OK, if you're looking on the web, the colour you're looking for is linen effect, linen colour. Right? On the web, it looks white. We're getting somebody in to redo the picture. In fact, you know what? A lady called Gloria emailed me this week, and she bought some of the Anna Maria echinacea fabric, and she said, John, what colours would go with it? So I came in the other day, and I took pictures on my phone of different colours and sent them to her. Of course, ochre was in there. And she said, oh, is that ochre not citrus? And I said, oh, I don't think so. Anyway, I took a picture yesterday of citrus and ochre next to each other. The first picture... they look completely different. So it is an art, isn't it, taking pictures of fabrics? But anyway, I don't know where that story was going, but anyway, I hope you got my email this morning, Shirley. Right, OK, so that bundle's brilliant. Now, if you don't want the linen effect, you could... Was there not another one? Oh, no, if you just want to go reds, this is another bundle I've got here, which has got all different reds in it, which would also work with this panel. No, they normally come through, don't they, when they're just a panel? Are the graphics in? Oh, yeah. No, I've got nothing. Port. True red linear. Now, that's not linen, that's the linear, right? Christmas red, bright red, and red linen texture. Yeah, don't worry, you can just go and check on the website. I'll just go through the colours again. Port, true red linear, Christmas red, bright red, and red linen effect. Fancy naming two fabrics so close, linear and linen. It's not ours, we didn't do that. Anyway, for 2.5 metres, so that would be plenty to your backing and your binding if you just wanted to do different reds. £18.95. Then I've got one other, which is slightly bit more out there, but it works. This bundle, now these are all linear, not linen, these are linear textures. Now, what it is the, well, I'll put it with it, because in real life, the creamy one is a little bit bright. I'll just put this out. Oh, now on the telly, it looks quite similar, but in real life, this is much brighter than this, because this is a linen effect and this is a linear effect, if you see what I mean. But no, but you wouldn't know that on the website. But these two look gorgeous with it, look. So this is vanilla, this is true red, and that's just called green. But don't they look gorgeous? And this is the fabric that Jemima used to make her little house out of yesterday, wasn't it? It works. Well, all what I would do is I wouldn't put the linear vanilla next to this, because it might make, in real life, it might make this fabric look a little bit dirty. Do you know when you've put it's not dirty, but you know what I mean? When you put a clean next to a matte, sometimes it looks a little bit... I definitely use those two next to it. But, you know, there's a metre between those two. You could do your binding and your backing in that, couldn't you? Depends what you're going to make out of it, really. OK, and I'll show you the other bundle, which I'll show it to you. I'm not going to put it with the panel, though. No, I personally wouldn't put it with the panel, but it's a lovely bundle. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous bundle, very Christmassy, but I wouldn't put it with the panel, because it takes it away from that kind of Scandi look, doesn't it? You see what I mean? Look, this is they call this the Christmas tree bundle. 2.5 metres, £19.45. Really gorgeous selection of greens. Now, can I just tell you, on your telly, they're not looking as good as they do in real life. What I've got here is, Hannah's just looking it up for me now. One of them is a linen effect, and one of them is a linear, but let's just go through it. The Spectrum Solids, which are these three. Fern. This is fern. That's grass. That's emerald. They're the three solids, which is... Linear is green, and then that's the sage again that you saw from over there. See, now the sage next to all those greens looks a little bit browny grey, doesn't like mushroomy, but it's not. It's a lovely sage green. But that's, if you want a mixture of greens for Christmas, that's fantastic. £19.45. Right, now, these fabrics here, the next ones, these weren't meant to be in today's show, but I had more than this yesterday with Jemima, but a lot of them sold out. I'd never, ever, ever seen these fabrics before, and I said to Hannah, can we do them again tomorrow in the Christmas range? Because yesterday, even though they were selling like hotcakes, when Jemima was on, I didn't really concentrate on fabrics, because obviously she was fascinating, wasn't she? So we were here to see Jemima, but I wanted to bring these fabrics back because of whatever was left over, because I just think they're really, really lovely, and they're very reasonably priced as well. And I just think they're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous patterns. Oh, I've just seen one of them. One of them must have sold out this morning. One of the ones I was going to show you sold out already this morning. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me start off with the snowflakes. I'll start off with the two that I've got in two colourways, shall we? So let's start off with red snowflakes. I don't know if that's what it's called. I'm just calling it that. Oh, there you go. Red Scandi snow fabric, it's called. So yesterday I was just showing these, going, right, Jemima, carry on. Right, Jemima, carry on. But they do need a bit of time. Now, there's only 20 metres of this one left. There's only 20 metres of this one left. This is like, it's not as heavy. It's a poplin. It's more like a poplin, this one. Oh, it says hand wash this at 30 degrees. I would personally put it in the washing machine, to be honest, but the instructions say hand wash. at 30 degrees. They're not linen look. No, they're not the premium Christmas linen looks. These are just fabrics I wanted to bring into this hour for you to, because you can mix and match those with any, you know what I mean? Hannah likes it. We used to have a pendant where we used to work, which we called the sticky pendant, which wasn't sticky, but it was like made of sticks. Do you know what I mean? No, it wasn't made of sticks. We made of gold with jewels on. But it was like a stick of gold with jewels up it like that. And that's what this is the one that reminds her of the sticky pendant there, that one you see. But there's very angular snowflakes. Nice, isn't it? £3.45 for half a metre. Now, we've also got that one in grey on ecru. Yes. So what we were saying yesterday, because Jemima's books are fat quarter, take a fat quarter, or take 2 fat quarters. Well, 2 fat quarters is half a metre, isn't it? So for half a metre, £3.45. Now, this is lovely. This is very subtle. Oh, actually, from your telly, maybe from there you think that's just cream fabric I'm holding up. But when you come in, close, look. It's nice, isn't it? That's very, very subtle, that one. £3.45 half a metre. Right, a question. Oh, yes, if you're going to back and bind the panels that Paul made earlier, all 8 together, you need a metre of fabric. And literally, watch before you cut out, because you literally only have like a strip of like 3 inches left afterwards. That's if you can do 8 in a line. Well, no, you're going to need that much anyway. Because actually you might need a bit more if you're going to cut them up. Because if you do a board... Oh, no, you should be fine. Yes, you're fine. Yeah. Right, now, reindeers. I was about to start a reindeer song then. And I don't know, it's gone. Oh, yeah, these aren't red. Well, they are red-nosed, but they're red-bodied, these ones as well. Nice. Again, this is the same weight of fabric, like a heavy poplin. We like the one sitting down. Which one do you... Oh, yes. It is, no, it is quite... It's got... Oh, hang on, where are you? There. How funny. I went to the dentist this week, or last week in London, and my friend Aileen also used to go to the same dentist. She doesn't live anywhere. Well, I don't live anywhere in London anymore. And we talked about, and we were saying what, because Aileen is an actress and she was in the original Les Miserables. She was also in Monica of the Glen. And we were talking about that with the dentist. And that's Hannah's favourite show. One of them. That and Last of the Summer Wine. £3.45 for half a metre. It's cute, isn't it? Because you've got a baby one, you've got a sitting down regal one, you've got a standing one, you've got a mummy one. Nice, aren't they? £3.45 half a metre. Now, I'm surprised Paul hasn't bought some of this to make a shirt with. I wonder what shirt he's going to come back wearing. Has anyone seen what his other shirt is? It's not one of mine. He makes his own. Right, OK. Now, if you like that, but you want it slightly more subtle, we have the reindeers in grey on ecru. Nice. That's nice, isn't it? Look. Give us a call, 0800 112 44 33, sewingquarter.com, pop them in your basket. £3.45 for half a metre. 100% cotton. Now, they are saying to hand wash it at 30 degrees, but I'd put it in a washing machine, I would. Don't tumble dry it, obviously. Let it hang over the banisters while it's drying. Well, you'd have to... I was at home then, thinking I'd take it out of the washing machine like that, and then the banisters are there. If you don't have a banister... Don't try hanging it over the banister. No, it's because I've got my washing machine and my tumble dryer upstairs, you see. And so I take it out, the washing machine's down there and the tumble dryer's up there. So take it out the washing machine like that, turn round, and then there's I've got a landing that goes round like that, you see. Yes. Anna hasn't got a banister in her house, but she has got, there's one in the pub next door. Can't hang it over there. Right. These two I love. These are Christmas... Now, I was talking about Swaziland Christmas trees yesterday, wasn't I? These are very like Swaziland Christmas trees. I did learn a little bit of Swazi when I lived there. Oh, hang on. That's frog. Is a frog. Is a frog. It's that clicking cut they have. They're all looking at me like I'm mad. That's how they speak. I know, I learned it. Next South Africa. So I drive from, we were in, the whole film set, we're in Badplass, which is a bath place, so there were hot springs where people come and heal in the water, and we lived in little rondavels around there. And then we filmed in the Songim Game Reserve. And then on a Sunday, when we had a Sunday off, me and Marge would go to Swaziland. No, that was the ladies that worked with me taught me how to say it. There weren't frogs in Swaziland. Well, there might be, but there must be. There wouldn't be a word, would there? £3.45. £3.45. I'll stop waffling on. We'll get complaints. £3. No, I was going to say £3.45. Yeah, £3.45. My hair looks dreadful today, doesn't it? I need to get it cut. I'm sure I've got whiplash as well. Is it called whiplash? I haven't. I wasn't hit that hard. Right, look at this. This is real. Now oh, you see, now I know why we're so limited. We had this in Red yesterday, and we showed the log basket that had kindling in it. No, you see, now they all laughed at me yesterday because I said, is that the one you put tinder in? And she was like, what do you mean? And she went, are you going to swipe right or swipe left? And I was like, tinder is a word meaning something you set the fire with. So it can be paper, it can be old twigs, it can be wood, right? So I went home and I Wikipedia'd it and I emailed them all going, this is what tinder was when I was a boy. Anyway, when we were showing that fabric, I know it was the Christmas stocking, it was something to do with the kindling basket, but we got it out and we layered it up, didn't we, saying you can make this lovely... Anyway, the red sold out. I've got less than 10 metres, this. Less than 10 metres of the grey left now. I'm really hungry this morning. £3.45 for half a metre. It's what? Okay. Righty-ho. We haven't got the aircon on, have we, down here? No, we haven't even got it on down here today. Right, let's go back and see the Premier fabrics. What we do, have we got a picture, did you say, to have a look at? Oh, that's them, that's them, that's them, that's them. Who sent that in? Reva, that's exactly them. So, yes, then... Oh, I lost you completely during that. Reva said, these are the decorations our mum used to put on her Christmas cake. There was a post box. A robin there with she doesn't know where they're gone. We had a chimney stack, so you could put a chimney stack next to Father Christmas. They were all in, and he was there with his sack like that. Robins, we had them in different colours, different shades of brown. And I think the reason we had the robins and the holly leaves was when you bought your Yule log, you got, at the end, you got the holly and 3 robins, and depending on where you got your Yule log from, depending on what colour your robins were. Oh, do you know what? It's funny, isn't it? Memories just evoke like that, and that was all just from a piece of fabric. Do the holly fabric first, then, shall I? That's this fabric. Now. I need to explain. This is the Premier Christmas Linen Look show. This is from Chatham Glyn, who made all the linen look fabrics, but I think this is 100% cotton. It's not the same weight. It's not the same weight as all the linen looks. It's a much lighter weight, like a heavy poplin. Oh, yes, you could use this. If you're going to... You know the bundles I was showing you earlier? I'll do them over there, if that's right, rather than bring them here, because... So in a minute, Jay, when I finish showing this one in here, could you put that on that table over there? Thank you. Don't bow. It says cream, right? Is it cream? Or is it like off-white? It's lovely, though, isn't it? £3.95 for half a metre. It's not a clotted cream. It's more like vanilla or ivory white, that one. It's lovely, though, isn't it? That's very reminiscent of... Oh, I've left my thingy behind, so... What? Right, hang on. Let me put that one... Jay, that goes on the little table over there. Before I go on to the other cotton, Anne from where? Cheshire? Oh, Surrey. Says, would this be good for a Christmas waistcoat? Yes. Right, yes. As long as as long as it's a nice fitted waistcoat. You don't want any draping. I know you don't really drape a waistcoat, but it would make a fabulous Christmas waistcoat. Just be careful when you do the buttonholes, because it's the mix. Oh, no, you should be all right. No, you should be all right. You should be all right. Just be careful if you are doing buttonholes. But it's not. I'll keep this one out while I'm doing it now. I hadn't even thought about that Christmas waistcoat. That'd be lovely. Who are you making that for, Anne? Mine. If you're making it for me, I've got a belly. I'm only joking. Do what? £4.95. This half a metre. Now this is 80% cotton, 20% polyester. This is definitely look. Oh, you can see there. You can see the linen effect there. The linen look there. There is no linen in it. It's cotton and polyester. It's 54 inches wide, and it's 54 inches wide, and it's £4.95 for half a metre. So would you need... It depends who you're making it for, I suppose. But look, because you've got that width, because you've got the furnishing fabric width. Now, it depends. If you're making a waistcoat that you're only going to dry clean, then I might not wash it, because I might want to keep the crispness and the texture on the fabric. So if you're making because I was saying wash it if you're going to use it as a tablecloth or make... placemats, something like that, because they're going to be getting it out of the washing machine. If you're making a proper tailored waistcoat, I don't think I would wash it. Oh, and you'll look gorgeous in that. You'll only need half a metre, won't you? Oh, hang on, depends how tall you are. I wonder if you could cut it that way. Could you cut it that way, Anne? Let me see if there's any stretch, because some of these have a stretch in them. Oh no, Anne, maybe you could. Yeah, half a metre. Because could you cut it that way? Are the swirls different that way? Hang on. If you do cut it that way, make sure you cut all the panels the same way. That's all. Because you only need two fronts, don't you? And then the belt strap at the back, because you do a different lining, don't you, at the back? Oh, lovely. Oh, is that for Christmas, Anne? Anyway, I'll give that to Jane. Eve, you're blocked. Eve just said, John... You never stop waffling. You make my day, she said. Thank you, Eve, my love. Do you mean waffling or wafting? Because this is wafting. There's a subtle difference. No, it was waffling. Oh, as long as you like it, Anne. If you get bored of it, just let... No, it wasn't Anne, was it? It was Eve. As long as you like it. If you don't like it, then switch off. This is nice. Now, I'm back to the one... Now, I can't guarantee... It's not the linen look, but I think this is 100% cotton. I think this is 100% cotton. It's £3.95 for half a metre. It's Christmas trees. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. La, 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 la. That's it now. I think they're cute, aren't they? I like the fact that some are spotty, some have got stars on, some have got holly on. Have any got lights on? Let me have a look. Oh, yes, well, I presume they're lights, aren't they? Oh, they're big. They're this big. In fact, what I think something I'm going to have to write down in the future as well is last night I was trying to find these fabrics on the internet to see if the composition of them. And when you look them up on the internet, it tells you what the repeat is. And I think sometimes, it doesn't matter for this, but sometimes on the patterns for dressmaking, it's quite useful because there was one. Oh, actually, it might be one coming up in the final hour, the non-Christmas hour. And it's got a huge, the repeat is massive, but Anyway, that's gorgeous. Thank you, Jane. Put that one on that table when you've done that one. Thank you. Right, let's go through these. Now, I bet this is limited already. Right, just checking now. We're just checking now. It's funny, isn't it? The patchworky prints always go really, really, really quickly. Okay. Okay. Over half has been checked out, but that means it's bought, it's gone, right? 20 people have got it in their baskets, but we don't know how much those people have got in their baskets till they check out. So if they've all got half a metre in, then that's 10 metres more will go, but they might all have a metre in, mightn't they? It's nice, isn't it? I like this. Now, what you could do is keep looking at that fabric, because remember when Jess made hearts out of a fabric very like this. It's not the same fabric, but do you know what I mean? because it's got that 3D effect, she did stuffed hearts, and the 3D effect on the fabric looks really lovely like that, doesn't it? Jay, catch. Oh, what? Jay. Oh, he missed. I'll do another. Jay? No, missed, sorry. I'm not allowed to do that. I'll get into trouble for doing that. Sorry, Jess, for disrespecting your workmanship. I love this. He's there. He knows they're there, because, yeah. Honestly, they thought I was just throwing them into... They went, Jay, there's some things on the floor that you're picking up. Yeah, no, I'm here. Look, you see him there. He dismissed them. No, he's not waving, Jay. They're not on you. Don't wave. Jay was waving at you all then, just so you know. Not with your hair, Jay. Oh, do you remember I did the impression of his chicken hair yesterday? He's got chicken hair today. Go on, Jay. Quickly. Look. No, look. Come here. Turn around. It's not as bad today as it normally is. There, Danny. Ah. OK, now apparently Jay said, before the show started, to the production team, John's hair looks worse than mine today. OK, Jay. Mine's styled. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, oh, Jay's styled his to look like a chicken, apparently. Any order, Hannah? Right. Follow the star, follow... Now, these are the linen look, 80% cotton, 20% polyester. Follow the star, follow the star. See the moon, the harvest moon, the last couple of nights has been brilliant, hasn't it? £4 and, thank you, £4 and 95 pence. Do you not have it in your village? How could you have missed it, Hannah? It was so bright. £4.95. Nice, aren't they? Oh, sorry, I'm folding up. It's Jay's job in this hour, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Right, love. All you need is love. Blah, ba, da, ba, da. Or... I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Do you know what? No, that's not the Christmas one that Bill Nighy did for the later film. It's when I did 4 Weddings. That was the and it was like #1 for like 19 weeks afterwards, wasn't it? And it was Pop Picker's thing yesterday when I was driving home after I'd had my crash. And they started playing it, and it was like 1994 or something like that, wasn't it? You were 3. You were 3 in 1994. And what were you? Jay wasn't even here. And I just finished making... four weddings and a funeral. And you weren't born. She was 3. How old were you? 1994. 11. Oh, 11. That makes me feel a little bit better. How old are you, Michael? 7. Is there anyone else in the building that might be a bit older? No. You can't say that about guests. Jay just went, oh, he said, Paul's much older than you, John. So that's me, my hair is insulted, and Paul's about to walk in here, and Jay's going, oh, he's much older than you, John. Anyway, buy this fabric, it's lovely, £4.95, half a metre. It's called Love. Yes, you see, Jess, where are they? Oh, Jay's got them over there. Those hangy hearts, yeah, nice. OK, thank you, Jay. It's very professional. You see Jay's hand coming in, isn't it? Right, this one. This is lovely. Now, you've seen this one in the red. Now we've got it in the grey. I think the grey is very, very classy. Isn't it nice? Let me see. I've got the red one now. Oh, I thought we had more than this on the set in the red. That was the red one. Now we've got it in the grey. I'm not going to throw it, Jay, don't worry. £4.95. Linen, look, grey Scandi striped fabric. It's quite lovely because it's got that lovely biscuity colour at the back and then the grey, different grey prints on the front. OK, £4.95. Now, I tell you what, I'll just leave that one there for the minute. because this is the patchwork in the same colourway, right? But it's got the hearts from here on here, and it's got the stripes from here on here. Right, the patchwork is the main graphic. Hang on, I just saw more of a... There it is. Where is it? I've just lost it. Jay, don't point. There. That's what I was trying to point out. Look, you see, it's got the stripe here in the heart that's on there. So this is the one. The main graphic is this one here, the patchwork one. It's exactly the same colourway, look. And then you could maybe sash with stripes of this fabric. Should we just show the two together? There you go. Okay. £4.95. Okay, thanks, Jay. Where's this one? Oh, okay, it's gone. Jay's gone. Okay, I've only got one more. It's fine. I've got one more. It's fine. This is lovely. Where's the... This is very, very popular, this one. I'm just wondering... Now, they're a slightly different weight. Oh, has Jay got them all over there? I won't show it. It'll be fine. I was thinking about the red one with the gold swirl. They're different weights. But they're the same pattern, aren't they? Oh, is it a different size scale? You sure? Just hold the red one up for me. You know the red one that's got the gold swirl on there? Oh, yes, Hannah's right. I'll leave it there. Thank you. It's all right. We don't need it, thank you. Don't, Jay, it's your job. He's kind of like... Mind you, I suppose Paul's shouting at him now, saying he's older than me. £4.95. It's nice, isn't it? I'd love that as a tablecloth. You don't have to use that one just for Christmas as well, though. That'd be nice, like evening, intimate soirees. And you'd sprinkle, those people that sprinkle sequins and jewels on the table, which I can't bear, when you go for dinner and there's all like little... Hannah's having an intimate soiree, if anybody'd like to go round in her village. Anyone, she says. Anyone at all. Right, let's go. Right. Somebody's asked to see, which one? The Christmas red bundle with the Christmas trees, did you say? Right, okay. Let's have a... Right. Oh, no, it's good because there's lots of different reds in. So this is the Christmas trees fabric. Going across the bottom. This is the Christmas red bundle. Oh, actually, so these are both works. This is the Christmas red bundle here, which is £18.99 for 2.5 metres of fabric. That's the Christmas tree fabric there for £3.95. But do you know what else might work? It's a bit of a clashy greeny one, but you see, that would work as well. That's nice, isn't it? So this one here is the Christmas tree fabric. This one here is the green... It's called Christmas Tree Bundle, I think, this one, isn't it? Christmas Tree Bundle, that one. £19.49 for that bundle. You get a linear, a linen print, and 3 Macawa solids. Half a metre of each, £19.45. Nice, isn't it? OK. While I'm here, I'll just show the holly fabric again. This is lovely, isn't it? Oh yes, this right. So this, for example, is a metre, right? It's very wide. It's very wide. Look, 54 inch. That feels wider than 54. Let me just check Jay's measuring skills, shall I? Oh, wow, 55, yeah, 54, 55. So if you bought for £3.95, what you would get is that. It's very substantial, because it's so wide. It's 10 inches wider than your normal fabrics, isn't it? Be nice, wouldn't it? Lovely. Do you know what? At that price, I was going to say you could wrap presents in it, couldn't you? Wrap presents in it. Well, no, because then you get the fabric back and you iron it and use it again next year. Oh, hang on. Is that here or there? Okay, in an email, trees. Oh, nice. Trees just bought this to make fabric wreaths out of. Nice idea. Is that the one where you rip? Is it like the one that Mandy makes, where you rip it up and tie it to a? Or is it a different one? Let me know. Or one that you've stuffed. You've been saying that all along. I'm going to make wreaths this year. But getting Hawaiian Christmas fabric is a bit difficult. Oh, she's got Hawaiian-themed lights. Well, you can use those not at Christmas. Okay, they're her party lights. They don't come out very often, apparently. Just intimate soirees, so they're still in their box. Now, again, this is a metre of the fabric. Let me show you half a metre. Now, this isn't as wide. This is normal 44 inches wide. Oh. So that's your half a metre that you get there for your £3.45. Oh, I got a message from Leslie. Lovely fabric, ordered holly and red snowflakes to make Christmas bunting. Thank you, Leslie. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? And Caroline sent a message, apparently. Just wait. It'll come in a second. I'll waft the next fabric. What do you mean, what's going to happen to the show over Christmas and New Year? Yeah, I am on there. Christmas Day. Christmas Day? Christmas Day. No, it's on every day. It's on every single day. Obviously, it won't get posted on Christmas. There'll be no posting going out on Christmas or deliveries on Christmas Day. But we're on air every single day of the year. Christmas cheese. Oh, look. I love that from a distance. It's got, and close to, and distance. I just think it's got that lovely eerie effect. Not eerie, that's the wrong word, because that makes it sound frightening, doesn't it? You can imagine the whistling wind. £3.45. It's nice, isn't it? I've got no idea what that means. Right. No, because when I'm behind my house, there's just fields and fields and fields behind my house, and then a church, little Norman church, not Norman's church, a church built in the Norman times. But when it blows, if it wind and rainy at night time or at daytime, it just goes like that. It's just what's it called? Horizontal rain, yeah. But at night time, it's lovely to be in bed and the wind howling around the house. And I've got a very old-fashioned outside the back door. There's like a bell that you dingle like that, and every now and then in the wind it just goes ding, 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 like that. Reindeers, grey on ecru. Oh, look at the time! Look at the time! Paul will be back in a minute to make a kimono top. £3.45 for half a metre. How many minutes have I got? Oh, I've got 3 minutes, I'm all right. I looked at the clock down here because it's a cheap clock down here, and I just kind of... I need to show you these bundles. Let's do the bundles, because I think you've seen... Right, so the red Christmas bundle I've just shown you, very, very, very popular. If you've got it in your basket, please, please, please check out. It's lovely. You get Christmas red... Oh, you've moved them around. Christmas red, linear red... port, Christmas red... No, port, true red, Christmas red, bright red, and red linear. You haven't moved it around at all, thank you, sorry. £18.95. Then I've got the green bundle, which is called Christmas... It's not called green, it's called Christmas trees. Fern, grass, sage, green, and emerald. Love emerald green. One of my mum's favourite colours was emerald green. Nice, aren't they? £19.49. For 2.5 metres of fabric. Then the other two, I love this one. And if you bought the panel, this one looks gorgeous with the panel. Sage, these are all linen linen texture, these are called. Not linear, linen, but there's no linen in the 100% cotton. Sage, red, and vanilla. £14.49. You get half a metre each. Oh, sorry, linen. No, sorry, that's not vanilla. The other one's vanilla. This one's linen. I said it was linen fabric in vanilla. Ignore that. It's not vanilla. It's linen colour. because the one that's got vanilla in it is this one. In the linear prints, I know it's very confusing, that's linen texture, this is linear texture. Oh, look, I just turned that around so you don't get the... There you go, they're all edges. So this is vanilla, this is the red, and that's the green. Half a metre of each. £14 and 49 pence for a metre and a half of that gorgeous fabric. Right, now I will be doing fabrics again in my last hour. So if there's anything you want recapping from this hour, you want to see from this hour, get Jay to keep all the Christmas fabric out. So if you want to see it in the last hour, you can do. But coming up next, Paul's back in a different shirt. And he's going to be doing this really lovely... It's like... They're calling it a kimono, but I would call it like a kimono top. Like, I'd wear it wrapping round something else. Lovely. You can make it for so many different things for the day, or you can make it for the evening. Tie it, wrap it, wear it loose. It's very, very lovely. But that's coming up with Paul in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds from now. We got really... Now, the fabrics, you're going to love the fabrics. You've seen them before. They're called denim, but it's just the colour. They're 100% cotton, but they're not denim. They've got that lovely kind of print on them. The one that Paul's going to use is the floral one, and it's really, really gorgeous. Last time they did this kimono show, I haven't done it, but last time Paul did this kimono show, it was a sellout. So just to warn you, we've done bundles, we've got instructions, they're Paul's instructions. So go nowhere, we will see you here in 3 minutes from now. Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more. The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple programme guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com.
There are many different ways you can buy from us here at the Sewing Quarter. You can order from us by calling our free phone number at 0800 112 4433 and talk to the team at our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, there are other ways you can buy from us. You can go online and shop through our website at www.sewingquarter.com. You can even watch the show there and shop as you go. You can check out as many times as you like throughout the day and only pay a small fee of £2.95 postage and packaging for the whole day. We also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all products excluding custom-cut fabric. Our friendly UK-based team will help guide you through every step.
This Thursday, we're joined by Jess Entwistle, who has some delightful project ideas up her sleeve. Jess will start the day with a Quilt-as-you-go viewer favourite. This simple but gorgeous floor mat gets its eagerly awaited second outing, this time with some added magic courtesy of fabric designer Tim Holtz. She'll then go on to pick out some of her favourite projects from the Fat Quarter Quick Makes book by Amanda Russell and Juliette Borden. New to Sewing Quarter, this book is packed with simple but fabulous ideas. Jess will be creating a collection of pampering accessories in a range of feminine and funky prints, making ideal gifts for teenage girls and stylish ladies. So join Natasha and Jess for a morning of fun makes on Thursday the 12th of October at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. When you spend £10 on your first purchase, you will receive this free sewing kit from the Sewing Quarter worth £14.99. Last time Paul did this show, it was a sellout. I'm just warning you. This is what Paul made last time. And it's they call it a kimono, but you see, I'd call it like a lovely throw top. It's inspired, I think, by a kimono. We'll talk to Paul about it. It's inspired by a kimono, isn't it? But you know what I mean? You couldn't wear it as your kimono dressing. It's just gorgeous. Very simple, but gorgeous, isn't it? Now, we've got Paul's instructions on how to make this, but we put together 4 bundles for you to have a look. Now, I'll just move you over there. You can go there. Right, first of all, these are the instructions that you get in the bundle. I won't go through them now, I'll just show them to you now. But this is obviously the bundle, this is the instructions you get. They call it a kimono jacket. Bye, Paul. Bye, Paul. Paul's instructions. Right? OK, so you get that anyway. Now, these are the 4 different bundle fabrics. OK, now, which one? So I'll show you this one, because this one's already made. Right? I think this one's called Vice Versa, if I remember rightly, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't come up on the thing, but there you go. I'm sure this one's called Vice Versa. So you get 1.5 meters of the fabric, the instructions, and the thread for £37.99. There's the still of that one. OK, now the one that Paul's about to make, which is, I have to say, is my favourite. Oh, yes, it is. It's my favourite. I do like these fabrics. These are 100% cotton. 100% cotton, these, I'm sure, aren't they? We'll just double-check for you. I'm sure they are, though. Yeah, 100% cotton. Nice, isn't it? Isn't this called Waverley Wash or Painterly Wash or something like that? Painterly Wash. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that print. This is the one that Paul is going to show you in his demonstration. So you get 1.5 meters of the fabric, you get the instructions, and you get the thread. There's the still, £38.99. Then there's this lovely one. Now, this is called, I think they're called pointelles, aren't they, these? And it's something to do with the weave of knitting and things like that. Pointelle. That's a nice print, isn't it? Again, you get 1.5 meters of the fabric. What's the matter? OK, it's not Pontelli. That's definitely not Pontelli, Hannah. £38.49. There's your still. So you get 1.5 meters of the fabric, and you get the thread, and you get the instructions. And then last but not least, this fabric would be very interesting because it would kind of echo. I'm thinking of Japanese screens. Do you know what I mean? This is nice as well. Same range of fabric, 100% cotton. Diamond denim kimono kit. The fabric, 1.5 meters, you get the instructions, and you get the thread for £38.99. OK, I shall go over and join Paul, and he will show you in his new shirt how to make it. It's nice.
Yeah, elephants.
Well, you collect elephants, don't you?
I do collect elephants, so every time I can see some elephant fabric, jump on it straight away.
Oh, we've got monochrome now. Look
yes,
at it a bit.
Yeah.
That's
got
nice.
some colour here, though.
But you've got that in red as well, haven't you?
I've got even smaller elephants on.
Oh, like the fabric, because we've had that fabric, haven't we, in the little...
Yes,
in the
smaller elephants. And when I saw this one, I thought, bigger elephants.
Yeah,
more
nice.
noticeable. So, had to do it.
Right, OK, so, instructions. Oh, I didn't bring the instructions with me.
Instructions, I've got some here. Right.
So these were the
first mock-up, I think.
Oh, OK.
So everybody gets a prettier version of that.
Yes, let me get the prettier version so I can do that. That's better. So the one behind us is the Vice Versa fabric over there, which will be down there. And then this is the Painterly Wash, which is in the main here. You can have that one back. OK. This is the instruction you're going to get. And it's basically cutting out, stitching it, making the front band, making the hem. So it actually sounds quite simple.
It is quite simple. There's not a great deal of awkward bits to do. OK. The most awkward, I think, is putting the band on. OK, what I'm just going to do here is your microphone. Oh, there you go, that's right. I didn't want you knocking it. No, you can put it there, but I didn't want you to knock in your microphone. I'll leave it there. I don't want to cut through it with a rotary cutter. Right, so where do we start? OK, your length of fabric is running that way. So these are your selvages. Oh, OK. So I fold it in half lengthways. Not lengthways, no. You fold it in half like that, so the metre and a half has come over itself. You've got your selvages either side. Yes. And this was purely to do the cutting on a mat this size. Right, yes. OK, so fold it in half once. Yes. And then in half again. Oh, OK. So you've got like a quarter fold. Yes. OK. First thing you need to do, trim that selvage edge off. Yes. Which I've done. Then trim. So, do you know what I might just do? I might just do is get the fabric,
I'll get one of the other. I'll get the same one that you've got.
Okay, and then we cut
So
one
just
from
to,
scratch?
I'm not going to let you cut this one. But you've got your fabric like that.
Right.
Then you fold it in half with the selvages together.
Yep.
This is lovely. Look at that gorgeous
It
fabric.
really is nice.
Fold it in half like that.
Yep.
And now you fold it in half again like that.
Yep.
So what you've got there is that, basically.
Yep.
Okay. So you've got two folds here, and you've got a fold and a raw edge and a raw edge there.
Yep.
That's I got a bit confused then, so I just did that for my own thing.
It's okay.
Right, yes, off you go.
Trim the selvage edge off, so get your straight edge there.
Yeah.
Right, and then trim 4 inches off the side there. Now, for people who are working in new money, it's 20. It
should be
10.
10, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, it's funny you're using a rotary cutter as a dressmaker.
I will if I'm cutting out straight pieces like this.
Oh, okay.
If I'm cutting out shirts, then no, it's always scissors.
Yeah.
Because you've got too many
curves
and corners and that. But for
is it a
straight
new thing? Is it or have you always used a rotary cutter?
No, I really only started using a rotary cutter when I went on the sewing bee.
Oh, okay. Because I never even didn't even know they existed before I came here. Right. The ruler, fantastic Christmas present. £19.95. Brilliant size, wonderful to use, good for things like this. And then the rotary cutter there, brilliant rotary cutter with the safety catch and everything, £24.95.
I really like these. I went out and got myself one.
Oh, did you?
Yes, had to have one of these. Purely for that safety feature.
Yeah. And you can change it into a left-handed one if you wanted to.
Yes, yeah.
But yes, it's brilliant. And also, if you drop, when you press that to bring your blade out, if you drop it, the blade bounces back in, whereas the other ones, the blade stay you know what I mean? The blade stays out the whole time.
You end up with little chunks out your carpet, so it's not.
I was thinking more of your feet than the carpet. But,
hard shoes, toe cap shoes when you sew.
Yeah.
Not really.
I only know that because I had a teacher at college at Wimbledon School of Art called Jane Cowood, and I went to the desk with my scissors, and I literally dropped my shears, and she had summer sandals on, and the shears went like that straight.
Said, ow, that hurt.
It hurt.
Yes.
Yes. Right, sorry, so
4 inches off there, and that becomes your band to go round the front and round the neck.
Yeah.
So I'll show you how to prepare that later
of course.
on. Then you are left, open that back up, because now you've got your width you want to cut. Now, this depends on how wide you want the kimono to be.
Well, I was going to say, that doesn't look as wide as the fabric
you've got a lot left over there, which you could use to add square sleeves on if you wanted to, which we haven't done on that one.
Yeah.
But you could do, which I think we talked about last time. So you're left with quite a bit.
Yes.
You're left with almost the same again, because this is quite wide fabric.
So how do you work out how big this section is here?
You measure how wide you want it across your shoulders.
Okay, so if it was on me, if you were making it for me, how would you measure that on? I'll turn around. How would you measure that?
Across your shoulders, and then add on how wide you want it to
stick out.
Tops to come out.
Right.
So you see, like, it's quite a cap sleeve.
Yes, so basically, that would be where you've measured to the end of my shoulder, and then you've added on that bit to create that.
Yeah. So what I've done with this one is 24.
Okay.
Obviously, if you're wider, you can. You've got quite a lot to play with there.
Yes.
You almost got the same amount again. So a lot there.
Okay, lovely.
So measure how wide you want it, 24, and that's going to be across your shoulders at the back, and allowing for the sleeve.
Right.
Then you cut it across the top, so you're ending up with 2 of these rectangles. The reason I pinned
so
it
that's where one of the folds was.
That would be your whole piece folded towards you.
Yeah? So you've taken the fold off. Is that what you've done? You slice the fold off.
What I've done is just scissors through there, so I've got 2 pieces.
Oh,
if you had directional fabric,
yes, go on.
Then you'd have to jiggle this about.
Yes, but also, I wouldn't have sliced it like you just said. I'd have gone like that, which meant I'd have lost some of my length. But you've literally just gone...
Because if you cut it
like
that's
what I would have done,
So what I've done is scissors underneath there and cut it.
Right, so you lose none of the length whatsoever.
No.
Okay.
Then you take this top piece, which I've already cut. So if I show you on the bottom one...
Okay.
Take the top piece, fold it in half lengthways.
Are all these... This is all written down, isn't it?
It's all in the instructions there. Yep. Now you want to cut 3 inches from the fold.
Right.
Which becomes 6 inches when you
open
it out. So in effect, what you've got is...
But you only do that on one.
You only do that on one piece.
side of it,
So
yes.
you've got your 2 outside pieces.
So what is that? That's your 6-inch piece there. Then,
that's your fold.
Yes.
And that's...
Okay. So that's what it would look like when you've measured down there and you cut 3 inches down there, right?
Cut 3 inches off there.
Yeah.
And this is the opening at the front. So again, if you want it opening wider, you would cut 8 inches.
Yes. Got it.
Depends again how wide you want that. It's to allow for your neck. So if you've got a wide neck, you maybe cut 4 inches, which becomes 8 inches.
Okay.
Okay. That bit you don't need anymore.
Oh.
You can have that.
Thank you. That's going in my stash. Right, Hannah, what are you trying to say? The vice versa print, which is the one on the one behind here, which is the one at the bottom of the screen there. Single figures. I told you it was a sellout last time Paul did it. Be very, very careful. Right, okay. So you've got one piece, which is the original size minus the first cutting, and then you've cut the other piece, which was one with the 3-inch fold, the 6-inch strip, which is gone. Yep. So you've now got the other 2 side panels, front side panels.
So, as we said, this one was...
24.
Less your 6 inches, 18.
Yeah.
So you should be left with 2 9-inch pieces there.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect, yeah.
But again, these are... This bit here,
This is this side panel before you put the band on.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you had a longer piece of fabric, if you had a 2-metre piece of fabric, and you did that half fold, you would have a metre down the front and a metre down the back.
Okay, yes.
We've got 3/4 of a metre there, because we've done 2 halves of one half.
Of course, yeah. So my next question was going to be, if you wanted to make it longer...
Yeah.
With what we've got here, you'd have to have a seam here, wouldn't you? And use this fabric here to add onto the bottom there, if you wanted to make a slightly longer version.
Or you buy a long piece to begin with.
The bundle, it just comes in a metre and a half. But yeah, you could buy... Are these available on the website, Hannah? I was calling you Maria then. We think it might all be bundled. We're just checking for you now. Yes, so... Righty-ho.
OK, creating the shoulder line.
Right.
Now, nobody's got straight shoulders like that. We've all got slopey shoulders.
Yes.
If you have, then leave it as it is.
Yes.
But, again, work out what your shoulder slope is. On average, you're taking about, say, 2 inches off.
Oh, OK.
So you're going to pin from there. That's a very thin pin.
Yeah, they were supposed to sort these pin cushions out into all different types of pins, but that obviously hasn't been done yet. Hannah, can you write that down to remember to do the pin cushions?
Right. So you're creating basically that line from...
Oh, OK.
From there to however slopey your shoulders are. If you've got really slopey shoulders, go down.
Is there a way of working that out? Or is it just trial and error?
Probably trial and error, I would do. Pin it. Try it on.
Oh, yes, because you pin it there.
Because you haven't sewn it yet.
Yeah. Now, where you're drawing your line, are you drawing your line right to the corner, or are you leaving the line that you would be... Because you're going to stitch along here or cut along
You're going to stitch along there.
Right.
So I would take it to where you would be putting your seam allowance.
Yes.
The seam allowance on this, I think I allowed, unusually for dressmaking, centimetre. I think it got added on later on, so it might not be on that. So, but if you allow a centimetre, a centimetre and a half, you're going to take off quite a bit. So, come about a centimetre and a half, or 5/8 of an inch.
Would you, you've pinned the line in there, would you then draw the line in?
You could draw it.
Only because if I was going to sew that, I'd start stitching, take that first pin out, and then I'd be like, oh, where am I meant to be going now? Whereas if I'd feel better if I'd just got a tailor's chalk or a pencil or something like that, one with tailor's chalk, retractable pencil or something like that, and just draw the line in.
Yeah, I've got one of the air erasable ones there.
Oh, yes, one of those.
Yeah, so you just draw that in.
Yeah.
Follow that, and you've got a straight line then. Stitch along.
Yeah.
And then taking that same amount there, two there.
Okay.
And your 5/8 there. You do the same
Yes.
along that line.
Okay.
And then stitch along there.
So that's your actual sew line. Don't cut anything off yet.
No, that's your
along
sew
that
line. So a pin along that same line.
Are you a leave pins in man or take pins out man?
I leave them until I get to them.
Okay, because I know you've actually pinned along the line. You haven't done soldier ones.
Yes, I've grown up with it that way, so I've always done it that way.
We could talk about this because a lot of people who might not have caught you on the show before. Have you always sewn in your life?
From about, yes, I've watched sewing from about the age of 5, as early as I could.
Yeah.
My mum sewed a lot. Then I started really from about the age of 20.
Oh,
and just
years ago,
made. Yeah, only a few years ago. Yeah.
And were you a professional? Was it your job or was it your hobby?
No, it's my hobby.
And when you went on sewing bee, was it your job or was it still your hobby?
No, it's still hobby.
So now it's your job.
No, well, no, it's still hobby.
Oh,
but
is it?
It's sort of a bit both.
So, did you have yesterday, Jemima was in, I said, have you always been a sewer? She went, no, I worked in the music industry, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Did you have a proper job as well then?
Too many jobs, yes.
Too many, okay.
I used to be an accountant.
Oh, like Janice, yeah.
Yeah, when I last was in, I met her and we were chatting about that.
Yeah.
Before that, what was I before that? I was a trainee nurse before that.
Train driver?
Trainee nurse.
Oh, trainee nurse.
I started training to be a nurse, psychiatric nurse.
Nurse Julie's just messaged in. She said, hello, John, Nurse Julie here. I work every Christmas Day too, so I'll watch you on repeat after 12 and a half hours on Christmas Day. Yes. We have to nod our heads to people like Julie working as a nurse.
It's still got to be done.
Oh, Sandy messaged in earlier saying she's having trouble with rotary cutters. Have you got any tips on how you'd use it?
What trouble is she having?
Yeah, Sandy, let us know what kind of troubles you have with them, and then we can cover that. I'm having trouble coming to grips with it as well. Only because I'm so used to... I would just slice that off with a pair of scissors, no questions. But a rotary cutter, when we had to do... It's just cutting. And it's the pressing of the button. I'm sure it's all just a...
It's familiarisation,
yes,
really, because I've found that they're really good for just... I mean, how quick was that?
Yes, exactly.
When you think with scissors, you chomp,
and you're never going to get that clean line.
Straight edge.
No, exactly. Because with scissors, you're lifting a lot of the time, aren't you? So you're moving your fabrics,
And you can line... With a ruler like this, you can see through to line it up with your stitch line. So you get a really neat finish there. Now, that would have been even better with an overlocker.
Which £449?
I would have done that with an overlocker.
The actual, you just sewn the seam and finished it off all at the same time with the overlocker?
It neatens it up, you don't get any of the raw edges. It literally, it's very straight.
Yes.
You draw it on, and you could run it
This one's got, I think this one with an over... No, yes, this is what... I'll just take that off. I think this one must have been done on an overlocker, look, because... You didn't do... You did the
I didn't do that
one,
I did the pink
this
one.
This is the overlocking that Paul's talking about. So this one's got a few strands still left in it. But you stitch the line and you cut off and finish the seam all with those stitches at the same time. And whoever's made this one has gone round there as well.
Yeah, they've done that. It's been done on the overlocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just neatens up all those raw edges.
Yeah. So do you use an overlocker quite a lot, then?
I do at home, yes. I do for my shirts, especially the inside seams and the bottom hem. Because
I was always trained to cut, fit, and then just not use the overlocker with the stitching line, just use the 3 threads, so you finish the edges rather than actually do... Because we were always fitting actors naturally, so you couldn't finish the seam off in case you had to alter it.
Yeah.
Sandra says, how lovely to have a dressmaking show. Seems ages since we last had one. And such a calm one as well.
I try.
Yes. Anyway, right, so you've done the shoulder seam. So now, if you haven't got an overlocker, how would you finish that off?
You could zigzag along that edge.
And would you cut that down if you were going to zigzag, or would you just literally zigzag along that raw edge there?
I would zigzag as probably close to that stitch
line.
Oh,
OK, so not on the edge, actually on the fabric in there.
Because when I did a very sheer blouse, you stitch, then you do another row of stitching, and then you trim very close to that second row.
OK.
So you don't see the seam through the blouse.
Yeah.
So you could do that with that as well. So that's another
But you wouldn't leave that raw like that in real life?
Or pink and shears.
OK, that's fine. Only because one of your last, that's all.
Pink and shears.
Oh, pink and shears, yeah, pink and shears on the website. Oh, and also you can get, like Paul was just saying, if you wanted it longer, get 2 metres of fabric, or because that's a metre at the front and a metre at the back. These fabrics are all available on our website as well, so you just need to go to the website, go to fabrics, and you'll see all of these fabrics on there.
Right, moving on to the band.
Do what?
Moving on to the band.
Yes.
Right. That's when I've finished the ends off. Just wanted to show people how to do this.
So this is which bit? Sorry, on
this is the 4-inch bit you cut off at the first.
Right, and that's for here, is
going
it?
all the way around the front edges. So fold it in half and iron it lengthways. I've already done that. So
you've already done the iron.
Didn't want to wear you out doing too much ironing.
No?
So.
See this? Right. How have you finished
finishing off the ends of your band? Traditionally, dressmaking, right sides together, stitch across there.
OK, just get that for... Oh, sorry.
OK, right sides together.
Yeah.
And stitch across there. I've already done that one. So there is your 1 centimetre.
Oh, so you finished the ends off already, then?
Yep.
So it has to be exactly the right... Well, it will be, because you've cut it from your thing, haven't you?
It won't be. You think you've cut out 6 inches for the neck, so this is where your band is actually going to be shorter than the front of the material, but that will allow for you doing quite a deep hem on this. So turn that so you've stitched along there.
Yeah.
Trim the edge, take out the bulk.
There you go.
Yeah. Turn. That's where Derek comes in.
Oh, you're Derek the Dobber. Oh, Jay! Oh, no,
You see there? He's there. OK. And then press that. So that is each end of your band.
OK. So that goes all the way around the back of your neck and all the way down the front of the kimono.
Yeah.
OK.
So then look for your centre point.
Right.
You can pop a pin in there to mark your centre point.
Right.
Now you find the centre point of your neck.
Not your actual neck.
Not your neck, no, because you can stick a pin in it and that wouldn't be comfortable. So, centre point of your neck. So that's a 6 inch, that's a 3 inch.
So where are you measuring? What are you measuring for? Oh, you're measuring for the end
from where the seam is,
right?
Where you put stitch the shoulder on, where you stitch the other shoulder on.
Okay.
Find your centre point, which is going to be 3.
Brilliant.
Which there. Find the centre point of your band. Now you're putting the raw edges together.
Right.
So your band has got 2 right sides now. So it's not like you're looking for the right side. And do it that way around because that'll be the way I pin it and sew it.
So you're now just pinning the raw edges of the band round the raw edge of the front of the kimono.
Round the neck.
But you've got a corner coming up,
You've got a corner coming up, so just allow a little bit of give for that corner.
If you, I was going to say pin cushion's just there.
Thank you. So get to that corner, come to it, and then wiggle that front piece around.
It's quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Not malleable. It's quite, you can move it around a bit, can't you?
Flexible.
Flexible.
So pin all the way around, you're going right down to...
Oh, now Veronica. Veronica's got an idea. Would the fabric on the dummy go with the fabric that Paul is using because it would look nice as a border? That's Ronnie said that.
Would.
Because they're all from the same range, Ronnie. It's funny, my maths teacher was called Veronica, and then when we heard all the other teachers calling her Ronnie, it was back in the 70s, we were like, oh, it's a lady called Ronnie. Because they're all from the same range, they are all going to look lovely together. The only thing you'd have to do is buy half a metre of... Because you obviously get 1.5 meters in the bundle, or you could just go to the website and buy them from there. But you want the instructions as well, really, don't you, if you want to get that. But you could buy one of the this fabric... to go with this fabric, because it's the same.
Really would. Yeah.
If you look, it looked quite nice, wouldn't it? The two different prints together. This is called vice versa. This is called painterly wash. It doesn't sound on the graph, so if you're going to buy it from the website, if you're going to buy half a metre of, say, that one, it depends which one you buy, doesn't it? So if you buy that one from the bundle, buy that one off the half metre of the... That's called vice versa, and that's called painterly wash. OK. But that one's not called vice versa as a bundle, then, is it? Oh, OK. So if you're looking for this one in the kit, it hasn't got the name of the fabric, it's just called denim kimono jacket, because then there's diamond and pointel. What of this? Of this one? There's only 2 in stock of this one left. Yes, there's fabric on the website. Hannah just nodded when I asked that question, because we can't see Hannah. It's not like where we used to work, and you could see that you could see when they weren't concentrating in the gallery and things. Right, so. Right, OK.
As you see, the band, because you've cut out the neck,
of course,
will end up short. But then that leaves you all of this to make your hem.
Right.
Now,
so, quick question.
Yeah.
If you are using more fabric... Oh, no, it'll still work.
Yeah.
Because if you folded the 2 metres over and over like we did at the beginning, then this will still be that far.
the band would be longer.
But
Yeah. Because that band has cut off that same double fold.
yes, so you'll have the same amount of...
You'll always be
ease
left.
at the end.
That should be 1.5 inches. No, it should be 3 inches.
3 inches.
3
actually,
inches,
yeah.
because that was 3
Because you're taking
inches
the 6
to
inches off the back of your neck. So even if it was the 2 metre one, you're still only taking 6 inches off the back.
Yeah.
So what'll happen is you'll still only have 3 inches at the end, even if it's a 2 metre one, because both of that, you've only taken 6 inches off the band, whatever.
That centrepiece
yes,
at the back.
Exactly.
If you took 8 inches off, you'd be left with 4 inches.
Yes,
there.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, because this band's got to go further round and allow for you...
Oh, your seam allowance, of course.
Your seam allowance on that turning to get
yes.
that.
But I wasn't
that
thinking,
neat edge.
oh, if you're doing a much longer one, you have to think about making a longer band. It's still... The whole system works, no matter if you go shorter or longer, the system still works.
You'll just be left with that there.
Karen says, hello, boys. Having a day dressmaking. Thanks for keeping me company. Love, Karen in Wigan.
Hello, Karen.
Oh, that's nice. Right.
Local to me, nearly.
Is it?
Yes, Wigan's up that way. Yeah.
Right,
Now,
OK, so what are you doing?
right.
Let's concentrate on this.
The way I'm going to do the hem,
Yeah.
because this is a lovely way of getting it to turn out.
So you haven't sewn anything yet?
No, I
That's
haven't
still
sewn
pinned?
anything, because if you do the hem, fold it into before you start to sew the band on,
Right.
it creates that lovely, neat finish at the bottom.
Oh, of course, yes. Of course.
OK?
Right.
So fold your fabric up over your band.
Right, so this is the bottom of
This
the
is your
kimono
bottom,
here.
yeah.
That's
this
the
is
neckline,
your,
yeah.
I haven't done the side seams yet,
No,
so
no.
we'll come to that. Fold that up, and then fold it back down half again.
Just do that again for me.
Right?
Yeah.
Fold it up all the way,
Yeah.
so it's level with the bottom of your band.
Yes.
Okay? Then fold that back down.
Right.
Okay, now if you pin that where you're going to sew it, now we'll sew your seam allowance, which... Ow!
Oh, be careful. Do you want a plaster?
Not
Health
yet.
and safety?
No, I'm in.
Accident book?
No.
No. Yeah, there's no blood in
Not
there.
blood, no.
Oh, I can smell gin. There's just gin running around your veins.
Clear fluid.
So you do the same on both
The
sides
same on
before
the
you
other
stitch
side,
it, yeah?
but then when you stitch that, stitch all the way around, when you turn that the right way out...
Oh, yes, everything's
creates that
enclosed,
neat.
yes.
And it's created...
And that's it, that all
it's
the raw
created
edges
your
are inside
double
there.
fold for your hem as well. Then.
Brilliant.
So
you're going to do that then?
you can do that, but at this point, this is where I would have added the ribbon on.
Oh, OK,
tidy
right,
up
yeah,
the
because
inside,
the
so-
two we've got don't have ribbon, but then we suddenly had ribbon in the this show. So now this is just straightforward. Is it inch and a bit ribbon? I've got it here. Oh, no, it's an inch, 25mm ribbon, double-sided satin ribbon. So you've used the black. Have you...
I haven't used any, I haven't been given any, so I've got to take some of this.
How much do you need? Yeah, we'll do it, and then I'll run through the different colours, because you might want to put different colours with different things.
So if you put that about 1 centimetre from the bottom, because that will be inside.
Right,
your
yes,
hem,
yeah.
OK? So you've done that fold over and fold over.
Yeah.
stitch
so you
that
now,
into place.
this is why we haven't stitched anything,
Right.
because you've got to get everything sorted.
Now, what I would do is stitch as close to this edge of the ribbon.
Okay.
Let's put another pin in there. I'll do this in a moment so you can see how it actually turns out. I won't go all the way round because it takes forever. But when you then turn that the right way
We're only
out...
halfway through the show, got plenty of time.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you turn it through...
That's your band on the outside.
Yeah.
When you turn it to the inside, that ribbon covers those raw edges.
So this person overlocked that edge.
Yep.
What did you do on yours?
I didn't. I just did sewed it and then top stitched it.
Oh, OK, so you left it raw on that one.
Edges.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So then I thought, well, a way of neatening it up
Yes.
would be put this ribbon on. Again, you could fold the ribbon over that before you stitch it along.
Right, oh, yes, that'd be
So
nice.
that when you turn it to the inside...
Oh, yes.
It's already finished off. Otherwise, you've got to stitch it again.
Right, now the ribbon won't be... The ribbon's not on here then, is it? The ribbon's not on the instructions,
this
is it?
finishing off detail is not on the
Right,
instructions.
OK, let's just do it again then. Let's just go. You can always watch this again on YouTube later, but let's watch this again just to see how we put that ribbon on. It's just a straightforward satin ribbon, double-sided satin ribbon.
OK. So we go back to there.
Yeah.
Put it about a quarter inch from the bottom. You could go right to the bottom, but
why?
It's going to be covered by your hem, so there's no real need to. Fold up.
That back up.
So fold up, fold down.
Yeah.
Then pin that through everything into place.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, you could...
Now, what would you
fold the
do? If
ribbon
you were at home, which one of these would you do? Would you fold it over or would you leave it flat?
Well, I realised when I folded that over, if you had a narrow ribbon, it wouldn't matter so much. But as long as you're sandwiching all of that into the ribbon...
It's like almost like putting a bias binding around the edge, isn't it? Or isn't it now, I always get these wrong. Is it a Hong Kong seam or is it where like Paul Smith does it a lot in his half-line jacket. So in the man's jacket, the front will be lined, then the back won't be lined, but the seams are then finished with a binding going down them using a Paul Smith like floral silk or something like that.
Yeah, it is. It's a Hong Kong seam, that. It's where all your raw seams like that are bound.
Yes, yeah.
So I think they use bias binding for that.
Yes, well, if you don't have to because it's on the straight, isn't it? But you would use bias binding if you go around curves.
If you did it like that,
yeah,
and then when you turn it back out,
okay, so
is loose.
Yes.
Okay. The way I've done it with that one, just turned it that way and then top stitch along there.
Right.
But when you top stitch along there, I found when you you've got the line of stitching there where you've attached your band.
Yes.
Then you'll top stitch in a little bit more.
Yeah.
When you come to the neck, it doesn't really lie straight.
Oh, no, so you might need it to be biased to do that round there, wouldn't you? Yes.
So when you get to the neck, this will just be loose.
Right.
So you won't be stitching it down twice.
But if you left it flat, let's do the flat version.
Oh, if you left it flat and just didn't fold it over, it would be quite wide.
Oh, and because you'd have to top stitch there to enclose
if you
all
top
the seams.
stitch there,
so you're going to have a stitch line quite wide into your kimono.
You will have a stitch line that far in.
Which might look a bit odd.
Which looks odd when you get to the neck, it doesn't quite lie right.
It's going to make that roping effect, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're going round a corner. So another thing on it was attach the ribbon and then fold it over. So you're only sewing it once then.
But also, if you've got a bias binding maker and you don't want to see the ribbon, you've got enough fabric from when you've cut it out over here to make your own bias binding. If you didn't want to see it, if you were like using the painterly wash fabric, you could make a bias binding strip and do the whole of that in the bias. Still do the same effect as that.
Yes, you wouldn't get that.
But you wouldn't get the old...
The dark ribbon.
Yes, exactly. So you could do that. Or, as... Who was it earlier about the different fabrics? If you had the other fabric, the vice versa fabric, you could do your bias binding in the vice versa. So it matches... Oh, it was Ronnie. Of course it was. Ronnie must be a maths teacher.
Which would be a nice sort of contrast.
Yes.
But you could put the red inside there. When it opens out...
These are the ribbons we've got available. This is the... Have you got one in then? Oh, yeah, that's the black one. Now you're getting 20 metres for £8.95. It's double-sided satin... Double-faced, it's called, double-faced satin ribbon. That's the black. It's 1 inch wide. But we also have it in red, Now, it's a nice rich... Oh, Christmas red. That'd be a lovely... Do you know what? That would go lovely with the fabrics we just had, wouldn't it? Red ribbon. We also have it in blue. It's a kind of French blue. I don't know what they call it. We'll have a look when it comes into graphics. Oh, now I guess we'll keep these out for the next hour. Dark royal. Royal blue it is. That's exactly what it is. Dark royal blue. That's exactly what it is. And then last but not least, we've got it in white. Now, this is bright white. This is like, not wedding white, I don't think. This is bright white. We'll wait for the thing to come up. 100% polyester, these ribbons. Let's have a look. Just white, not wedding white, because wedding white's that lovely creamy off-white colour, isn't it? This is pure, like optical white almost, this one. £8.95 for 20 metres. Right, we'll keep those out for the next hour. Yes. We're still attached, you do know that.
We're still attached, yes.
Right, OK.
I'll just sew that bottom corner.
Oh, OK, then.
Because it will be the same. You repeat it all the way round,
yes.
And you do exactly the same.
So you're not finishing the project?
No, because we've got to do the side seams yet and the arms.
Oh, all right, then, I'll let you off.
How long are we doing for time?
We will go... No, you're fine. When you've done this, when we've shown this bagging out of this corner,
right.
I'll go and do fabrics again.
OK. And then I can get it pinned together for doing the side seams.
Yeah.
Right. So starting, I would do now, because you've got that ribbon in there, you want to stitch as close as you can to the edge of that ribbon.
Yeah.
Now, if you've folded it exactly in half, you'll be able to catch the back of it. So this way bias binding would be good. You can get silky bias binding as well, because you've already got that half fold in it.
Yeah. We've got bias binding makers on the web.
There they go, so far along that.
Yeah.
Still attached. Rotary scissors aren't good for cutting thread.
No.
not in mid-air.
No.
Trim that edge off there. Take your bulk out.
That's the corner at the bottom,
taking
is
that
it? Yeah,
bulk
got
out
it.
there, so that when you turn that through, that turns.
So you have a really neat, on the inside, you've got a really, really neat turn. There's no raw edges at all.
And you've got the start to your hem, your double fold hem.
Yes, but you're not going to do anything about that yet, are you? Because you need to do your side seams.
You'll wait till you've done the side seams. You
All
need
right.
to leave that open.
Right, don't go any further.
Do that all the way around, and then that is your band.
Oh, hang on, and then you top stitch, did you say...
I wouldn't, no, I've done that double fold. There's no need to.
Oh, no, actually, no. I wouldn't do, yes.
So
if you fold in half... You don't need to do a top stitch down because it's stitched here, but that there could just be that edge then, so you don't need to do that in at all. Right, don't stitch anything else.
OK.
Because you're going to do the side seams in a minute, and I'm just going to go and do the bundles.
OK.
Right. Oop, there we go. Right. OK, vice versa bundle. There's only one left. There's only one left. So what it is, you get 1.5 meters of the vice versa fabric. You get the instructions and you get the thread for £37.99. There's only one of those left, though. There's only one available. But the fabric, if you want to, you can go to the website, buy the fabric if you want, but then you won't get the instructions and the thread, that's all. But you can watch YouTube, because Paul's explained it incredibly well, how you do it. So that's vice versa. There's only one of those left. Then the one that Paul's using, the Painterly Wash, is the next most popular. I knew it would be. This lovely, really, really lovely print. I always think of snowdrops and spring-like flowers with this. So you get 1.5 meters of the fabric, you get the instructions, and you get the thread. £38.99. Then I've got two others which I haven't seen being used today. I've got the pointel. I call it pointel. You might call it pointel. Or if you're Hannah, you call it pointelli. It's got an E on the end, doesn't it, she said. Nice crease through the fabric there. Oh, it's nice. Looks like a lovely 1950s polka dot from a distance. A few of you got this one in your basket. So you get 1.5 meters of the pointel. Pointel rings, they're called. See, close to, you see that they've got the definition within them, but from a distance, it's going to look like that lovely 50s polka dot look. Then you get the thread and the instructions, £38.49. Fabulous. And then last but not least, you see, now I think this one would be very interesting. I'll open this one out. Because the diamonds don't go the way you imagine they go. They go across the fabric, look. But that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Because it would add to that kind of orientally feel, not fans, like screens, aren't they? So you get the diamond denim, 1.5 meters. You get the instructions, you get the thread. There's the still for £38.99. Okay, I'm back. So what are you doing next then?
Now I'm going to work on the side seams.
Okay, I just need to ask a question. So we've only stitched 8 inches here.
Yes.
You've finished all of that inside before you go on to this next stage. So that ribbon goes up the front, round the neck, and down to the other side.
Yep.
And the other side of the hem, leaving that bit loose, looks like this, but on this side.
Would be finished in the same way.
Yes,
so you'd have your fold over, fold back,
ribbon,
ribbon, and then that would be turned inside out. Get that pin out. But it would be turned inside out, so you'd end up with it that way.
Yes.
And like that.
Yeah.
With
the ribbon coming down
all the way round and tucked into there.
Okay, brilliant.
If I just pin that.
Yeah, just pin it for now. So then the next thing is the side seams then.
Next thing, side seams. So this is where you decide how big you want the armhole space to be.
Oh, yeah, it's quite important to get that the right size, isn't it?
That one's a 7-inch.
Right.
Just measured it now.
Okay.
So if you've got very narrow arms,
what's that one
not
there,
very narrow, if you're just very slim.
7 inch? Not 7 inch in total?
No, 7 inch deep.
So 14 inches all the way around. I was going to say, that's a very skinny.
Exactly, it'd be very slim, so you'd never get an arm through there. So I just decided to do from the seam that you've done at the top, I'm going to take 10 inches.
Oh, OK. Hannah's now, did you say there was a message? It's from Wendy. Could you do a band on the outside with the ribbon to make it a feature? Now, how would that work? You'd have to put that on...
You could do like piping.
Yes, you could do a flat piping, couldn't you, without the piping cord in it?
Because before you put the band on, this way, you could put your ribbon into there.
What do you want, Hannah, sorry?
Am I going too quick?
No, you carry on. Hannah's just wittering again.
Put your piping or your folded ribbon into your seam allowance.
Yeah.
Put the band on. And then you would stitch along that line.
Yeah.
So when you open it out,
It's
you've got
that stripe in there.
A line of seam. It's like piping.
Yeah, exactly. So on this one here, it would be here. You just get the... Can you see that there? Sorry, Paul. It would be along the seam here. The way Paul did it, first of all, the binding, the ribbon was there, but putting it into the seam means you'd have like a little line just running between those two seams there, all the way down to the front. But then... You could put that in there. I'm just thinking about... But then what would you do with your... Would you still have your ribbon on the inside?
You wouldn't have your ribbon on the inside. You'd have to put another piece of ribbon on the inside.
Which is going to get too bulky then, isn't it?
Bulky,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm just thinking if you put... No, I'm talking rubbish now.
No, I was trying to think. If you had a big enough ribbon, but all you'd have is it coming out through there, you'd have to fold it one way or the other.
So you could put it in into the seam. I was just thinking whether you attach... but it's getting way too complicated then, is attach the band on completely the opposite way round so that your inner bit is then on the outside, but that gets too messy. No, too messy, too messy. Sorry, Wendy. Right.
No, good question, though.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's brilliant.
It's so adaptable, this. It's such a simple item that you could add whatever you want onto it. Now, this is where you could add the sleeve on.
OK.
So, if you wanted.
So, because you've got so much fabric left over, what would you do? Just cut 2 squares that size and then add them on?
2 squares. The idea of kimono was it's done in strips.
Oh, strips.
So I think they're about 11 and a half inch. The fabric to buy to make a traditional kimono is 11 and a half inch strip. 11 or 11 and a half inch strips.
I always wondered when you see the kimono silk sale and you're thinking, blimey.
You buy it in a roll and it's about so wide and it's about
do you know
so
what?
many
I
meters.
now understand.
Yeah.
This is going to be me name dropping again, so I'm warning you now. I made a dress for Kiri Takanawa, and it was Fortuny silk, and it was designed. I had to hand stitch the whole thing because it was 1920s Fortuny silk. But Fortuny silk is silk that's been completely like tree barked, pleated in tiny pleats, so it looks like a bit like an accordion, like that. But all of that, they wanted it like a kimono, and all the fabrics they sent me were all like little. And I was like,
strips.
Why have they done this? But I understand it now.
So the back panel is in three pieces if you're wide.
Yes.
Yeah. So it
you
was all about wealth and how much fabric you could afford.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So that's why you see these sleeve pieces are added on in 11-inch strips going that way. So it creates this
and then, of course, the more money you
look.
had, the embroidery that was on the sleeve and the longer the sleeve
that
bit
long
was.
drape on the sleeve,
God,
yes.
Bit of history I didn't know there. Right. So, this is the side seam.
Yeah. We're going to sew up to where you've decided the armhole.
So you've done a 10, so you've done a 20-inch all the way around.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to work out how you, because you literally do this, don't you? So put your arm down. Thank you. So Paul's actual armhole circumference is 20 inches. So you, to allow more, you'd want it to, you pull it down to where you'd like it on you.
Out there.
You see, so yours would be 24. You would do a 24
so you do a 12-inch
Yeah,
down.
so 12-inch down.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So you're going to sew from that bottom edge up to that point.
Yeah. There is another way of doing when you learn to do tailoring, you have lots and lots of rulers, and to do your armhole depth, you do this, like taking someone's temperature, and you measure down from the point down to where the ruler is.
Okay.
That's another show.
We should do some tailoring tips shows. That would be a good one to do.
My friend Dulcie would be better at that, because when we were at Wimbledon School of Art, I studied. In the first year, you all had to do exactly the same. In the second year, you concentrate. So I did wigs and ladies through the ages, basically. Ladies' period cutting was my second.
There's backstitch. Don't traditionally do backstitching when I'm doing garments, but because it's under the armhole, I'm going to do that because it just reinforces where it's going to be.
But why don't you normally go back in stitches?
I don't normally, because all those seams will usually be included into another seam.
Oh, OK. Because I was trained to do every single seam to backstitch on every single seam.
No, I've just not got into that habit.
It's funny, isn't it, what sticks with you from your training and things?
Because if I was putting a sleeve into that now, I'd be sewing over that and I'd be fixing that.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So it wouldn't really matter.
I think it's because I was making costumes and you were fitting and you might have to alter them to put on someone else. And so every seam has to be supported in its own right, because the sleeve could come in and out several times.
So many times,
people, And dancers need gussets, different size gussets putting in and things like that. Anyway.
Hard work, the sound of it.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
Creating the hem to the armhole.
Yeah.
I think on that we've just done a single fold.
That one,
but
that's overlocked, that one.
A double fold, but I would do it quite small.
Yeah, you've done a single fold.
Done a single fold and then just stitched that, but because that's going to possibly leave raw edges.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I would just do literally quarter inch again.
Oh, OK. Because they're just straight edges, aren't they? It's not like an armhole that's got a curve on it, has it?
No, it's just straight down. You've literally gone straight down.
But again, if you've got an overlocker, that one's overlocked round the edge. Overlock the edges and then just turn it over once.
So you're doing that. Fold, just your double hem, really. And you do that all the way round the armhole.
Right.
So when you get to the bottom here, you do that double fold.
Yeah, I am listening.
So you fold again on both of them. So fold again. So you fold over it again. You want to pin that through both of the...
So when you get to the end...
Yeah. Easier to open it out and do this. Right, so this is just to create the armhole. So you're coming down to where you've got that armhole where you're backstitched.
Yeah.
So you do your double fold there.
Yeah.
Pin that.
Yeah.
Double fold again. Keep hiding my pins.
Not my fault.
I know. So you're going to stitch along here.
Yeah.
And when you get to where your armhole opening is, come across there.
Yeah.
And then stitch back up.
Okay.
So that creates your double fold for your armhole.
Brilliant.
If you wanted to, you could then carry that double fold all the way down.
Oh, yeah, and then that finishes off your
side
side seams then, doesn't it?
Side seams on the way down.
And would you top stitch that all the way down there?
Yeah, I would top stitch that. You'll end up with a row of double top stitching either side of your seam, but then it's another decorative feature.
Hannah's saying, do you have to... what I would do, and I think you would do as well, is when you turn this in, you would iron it before, or press it before you stitch it, because then you haven't got any work, the crease is then in, and you're not wobbling
wiggling
all over
about,
the place,
I mean, good cotton like this, you finger press it will stay where it needs. But
exactly.
You're working with anything with a bit more spring in it, you do that, and it's going to just bounce back out again. It's pointless doing it. So you could do that, or you could get very adventurous and do French seams to begin with.
Margaret in Suffolk says, lovely morning watching Paul and John, learning lots.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Margaret.
That's what I like, spreading the knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
So carry that seam down, and then it will end up down there.
Okay.
But that leads up to the top of your armhole as well.
Okay.
There. These are... Yep, pins need sorting.
Yes, they definitely need, it was one of Jay's jobs.
I went through all of mine at home. I did a pin cushion with wire wool inside.
Why?
Because wire wool, every time you put your pin into it, it sharpens it.
Oh, yes.
So I sat there all night doing this with all my pins. Oh. They were great the next day.
I'm sure they were.
Really, really sharp.
Yes.
So good job I didn't have it on my knee doing it.
Yes.
Not going through.
I would say get a life. But
yeah, well, yeah.
I suppose you can sit watching Corrie while you're doing it, can't you?
Corrie? No.
I don't know.
I haven't watched Corrie in years.
I'm off it at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Oh. No. Waiting for the zombies to start again soon.
Pardon?
Zombies will start again soon.
Is that a TV series?
No, Walking Dead. TV series.
Do you know what you're talking about?
You don't watch that? Oh, no. Love my zombies.
Oh, what? They're on it's a programme on the telly?
Yes.
It's not called Zombies.
No.
It's called Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
I thought that was...
Fantastic.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Hannah fancies the man in it, but what's new there? Who is it, Hannah, that's in it?
Oh, Andy... No.
He was in Teachers.
Andrew.
Oh, Andrew Lincoln?
Yeah.
Oh, is he in it?
Yeah.
He was also in... There was a series... You won't remember this, Hannah, you're too young. What was... That's
Real
Life...
Life, it's the lawyers.
Yes,
yes.
There were lots of them all living in the house together.
That was fabulous.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
But that was going... Hannah will only have been 3 when that was on. Well, did you hear what Jay said about you earlier?
Did you watch what?
Did you hear what Jay said about you earlier?
No, what's he
I was talking about... what year was I talking about? I was talking about 4 weddings and funeral, and I said 1994, and Hannah went, I was 3 then. And we went round the room, and the oldest person was Tom, then he was 11. Were you 11 or 7? 11, right? And then I said... Oh, Mike was 7 upstairs. And then I said, was there nobody older than me? And Jay went, Paul's older than you. And I said, straight away like that. Like,
how dare you?
I know, you have words with him.
I will.
Know. Right, Hem...
We're both the same age, aren't we, John?
Oh, well, I think you're younger than me, aren't you? I'm only 39, by the way.
Well, I must only be 38 then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, when you get to the hem, follow this hem over that you've done. It's created that double fold already.
Yeah, because you've done that at this end as well, haven't you? So it's creating already.
It's creating, so the easiest way is to get hold of both sides like that. Pull it straight.
And it's a straight hem anyway,
created,
isn't it? So,
and you just straight hem across.
Brilliant. And do you top stitch that as well then?
I would top stitch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you really wanted to, you can hand stitch it, but
no. I think because it's something I'd throw in the washing machine. You know, it's a thing that's you're going to throw on and throw off a lot, isn't it? So the thing is, like I was saying, with my training with period costumes, you never machined a hem, but on things like this,
oh, I know, but they're all
it's, oh, okay, Jake,
give it up on them.
is quite nice. You've got the top stitching there, you've got the top stitching there. You know what I mean? I'd even, maybe, top stitch either side of my shoulder seam, because I like the fact... Oh, that one has done that. But I like the fact that it sort of...
Finishes it.
It does that, and it gives... Because if the fabric gets soft, it's gonna... Now, you might want it a bit floppy, but just think, if that kimono shape... And, of course, if you make your shoulders wider, it automatically makes your waist look smaller, doesn't it? So I'd have them this big to make my waist look a little bit...
It gives a bit of structure to that as well.
Yeah.
What I did on one T-shirt that I made, actually bound that seam with the ribbon.
Oh, OK.
So it created a pull.
Yeah.
Didn't create the stretch on the T-shirt material because it's jersey.
Yeah, of course.
And again, it makes it more solid.
Yes.
It'll last longer. So you could do that. You could bind that with ribbon.
When are you bringing your book out?
And, I haven't even started on it yet.
No, you need
got
to.
Ideas. So
right, we've got to go. You're in on Tuesday.
Yes.
But not with me. That's with either Natasha or Amy. But then you're in with me on what day? The
23rd of October.
This is on the 23rd. Well, this isn't quite finished yet.
No.
Right. Thank you, Paul. It's been a joy. Right. I'm running over. We're too busy chattering. Running over. So, 4 bundles to show. You get the instructions and you get the thread with everything. There's one of these left, which is the vice versa. Oh, it's in someone's basket. They haven't checked out. But there's one of these that's in a basket. Needs to be checked out. Now, this one's only called the denim kimono jacket, right? But that fabric is called vice versa. You get that, a metre and a half of that, the fabric and the thread. The fabric, the thread, and the instructions, sorry. That's one what? Painterly wash. I've run out of time. Oh, got ages. Painterly wash. Metre and a half the fabric. Instructions, thread. £38.99. Right, and then the other 2, I won't put the graphics in because you can see them underneath me. If you look on the web, you can see both this. This one's called Pointel, and this one's called Diamonds. Pointel, Diamonds. Diamonds, Pointel. Don't go anywhere. I'm back in 3 minutes' time. Now, I know we're doing Christmas themes. I know we're doing everything like that. I'm about to do summer Rule Britannia fabrics. So I'll see you in 3 minutes with those.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
So I'm going to be showing you how to do a slip stitch, which is basically a hemming stitch that is almost invisible on both the right and the wrong sides of the fabric. So I'm going to go in through my layers here, through the single hem. I'm going to leave a tail before doing my double stitch here. So I'm just going to go through 1, twice there. That's giving me my double stitch or locking stitch, ready to then do my slip stitch. Okay, so first of all, you need to take the smallest amount of fabric. So you want at least 1 or 2 pieces of thread in the fabric before then going into the fold of your single hem. And you're going to run your needle through that fold before pulling it out. And then again, a couple of stitches. Bearing in mind I'm using a really big needle here because I'm using an embroidery thread. But you get the idea, where you're just catching your material there. Before again placing your needle in through the fold of your single hem. So you want to keep these as even as possible. So I'm just doing my last stitch now. So here you can see that you can't really see the stitches from the back of the piece, so this would be the back of the trouser leg, the bit that you wouldn't see, and then from the front you should only see very small stitches, if not at all, if you're using the right needle and thread.
The girl with a sewing machine and seamstress extraordinaire Jennifer Taylor is back with us this Tuesday. Jennifer joins us at 9 a.m. with a selection of new and exclusive Sashko-inspired patterns. In addition to the popular starter kit, we have a selection of new fabric bundles to create an alternative look to the traditional dark blue backgrounds. Jennifer will then return at 11 a.m. to make a bookshelf tote bag ideal for your evening classes or your daily commute. Presented in a new colourway, inspired by the autumnal palette of the moment, this accessory has plenty of room for personalisation to suit your style. So tune in at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Tuesday the 10th of October to catch Jennifer in action. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. I was about to say, wasn't that show lovely with Paul? Really, really lots of lovely tips and everything. And then Jay comes in and flashes like this with his T-shirt, like that. I don't know. Anyway, I've got Premier fabrics. Now, ignore the Christmas tree. Ignore this, right? Ignore everything we've been telling you. It's gorgeous. I'm not taking the mickey out of the fabric. I love the fabric. But I would have done this in, like, May. This is a show I'd have scheduled in May. But we're getting in early. However, I do know that you're going to love the fabrics, and I do know what you sewists and quilters are like because you buy for your stash. It's Stashalicious and it's stash ready. Oh, what's that picture of? Oh, that's the wreath. Oh, sorry, they've just shown me. Trees, I'll have a look at that later. Right, are you ready? Are you ready? Now, the first one's not... it is fabric. It's a bunting panel, right? A bunting panel that you are going to love. There we go. Now you know who's going to love this. We'll have to buy one of these. Neil. No. Union Jack bunting by Macau, 100% cotton, and the 17 colours that are in there. So... you always need bunting like this, don't we? But what I love is it's not like butch, is it? Because it's got flowers in the background. Do you know what I mean? They could have just done red, white and blue, couldn't they? But no! They've done little ditzy flowers. Or which end are you at? Oh, whereabouts? Oh, yes, yeah, I've got that. Really, really, really lovely. Look, this is what I mean. Look at the flowers they've used in here. Oh. Cute, isn't it? And then little ditzy flowers behind here, and then little tile one behind here. So how many... let me work out how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. So you can either make 16 pennants out of it. Pennants. Or... you can make 32 if you did the backing in a different fabric. OK. This is my producer now. Now, yesterday we had a message from Pauline, who's a radio producer, saying, oh, John, you must be a nightmare to produce, right? I feel so sorry for Hannah. As I have an earpiece, right, which plumbs me into my director and my producer, and Jay sometimes. And Hannah's just gone, John, when is it that lady has her baby? Now, luckily, I've known Hannah for far too long. I know that she means the Duchess of Cambridge. When is she having her third child, third heir to the throne? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's... I said, no, I knew exactly what it was. When's that, babe? Isn't it lovely? It's really nice. Anyway, you always need your red, white and blues. You always need your patriotic bunting, don't you? So that is a panel. It's £6.95. It's 60 centimetres. Now, the thing about bunting panels, normally we say if you buy panels that the panels come joined together. So if you buy 3 or 4, they come joined together. They're cute. Yeah, but you don't need... not just bunting panels, any of the panels. Any panels. Anyway... let's move on. That's number one. That's the number one fabric. Now, if you, say, wanted to have that bunting feel to a fabric, then this is bunting gone crazy. It's Union Jacks. They're little flags. They're those. Watch. Now, this is a metre that I'm showing you here. Have a look. Look, it's so many Union Jack flags. Union Jack fabric. You know what? I know people that will put their... My friend Danielle, I call her Danielle Lisa Scott Lee because she looks exactly like Lisa Scott Lee from Steps. But I met her on a juice retreat in Turkey. She is the biggest royalist. No, don't mean royalist. Patriotic, you know. Yeah? Patriotic. She loves everything to do with Britain and the royal family and everything. I'm going to get her some of this fabric because she'll make a blouse. She works in fashion, but she'll make a blouse out of this. And Hannah, my producer, used to work at Buckingham Palace. What were you doing there, Hannah? Were you a chambermaid? Oh, you'll know my friend Charlotte. Yeah, so when they open to guests in the summer, you know, to public in the summer, which bit are you in charge of? Oh, that's nice. If you had any disability or issues, she'd look after you. Oh, imagine having her looking after you. No, sorry, I'll come another day. Oh, yes, she's saying, it's I was really, really popular. She's not told us the story about the day she drove the wrong way round Buckingham Palace in her... Oh, nobody knows that. But it'll be on CCTV footage, won't it? Here we go. She had to drive a buggy and she ended up in the Queen's back garden. There's an island in the back garden that nobody's ever been on since Prince Albert died. And she drove over it. Here we go. £5.95. This is called bus scatter. But you've not just got buses. I love the old... When I was in London on... what day was I at the dentist? They've got new... I used to catch number 38 bus, which was identical to these, you know, the backloader bus. They've got brand new, like, bubble versions of these now. They're still backloaders, but they're all curvy and lovely. Anyway, do you want a bit of a story? See these taxis here? The London taxis. Andrew Lloyd Webber owns one. And he employs somebody to drive it so he can go in the taxi and bus lanes. Oh, apparently Stephen Fry drives one as well. Nice. So that's called the Bus Scatter by Macau. It's nice, isn't it? Right, I've shown you 3. This next one, you know me, I always save my favourite till the end. This next one, I think... How many units have I got? I won't say. Oh, loads. Right? Loads and loads. This is going to sell so quickly. Now, I know I'm making a joke, and it's not Christmas, it's not festive, everything, but you're going to love it. It's going to absolutely fly out, this one. In fact, I'm not going to show you yet. Yes, I will. I will. Right. I've got pyjamas made out of a fabric very, very, very similar to this. Only wear them in winter or when I'm feeling a bit vulnerable. Look! Bye. You've got the London Eye, you've got teacups, you've got taxis, you've got the crown jewels, you've got I Love London, you've got the letterbox, you've got the Bobby on the Beat. Oh, I'll tell you very quickly, right? My local policeman, right, we've got one policeman that goes around all our villages. I drove past him the other day and I waved like that, going, hello, Bobby, PC Bobby, and he just went... I was like, you can't do that. Anyway, London Bridge. Is that Harrods there? Can I see Harrods there? Oh, no, it's St Paul's Cathedral. I'll put my glasses on. Not like Harrods from here. Sorry, I do apologise. Beefeaters. Got Beefeaters. Isn't it lovely? Now, we had... there was a lady sent in a message, a picture quite a while ago now, about her grandchildren, I think it was, in New Zealand, wasn't it? And she'd made them all quilts out of London fabric. This would be ideal, wouldn't it? Be nice if you had family... Well, the thing is, I'd keep it for myself. I wouldn't make it for family living abroad. I'd want it for myself. Beanbag. We're having all sorts of suggestions coming in now. It is 100%... Oh, sorry, I'm so busy looking at this, I wasn't looking at you. I just love all the icons. It's cute. I'm just seeing the Union Jack. Have I missed anything out? Oh, that's not a London taxi. That's the car the Queen goes in, that one, isn't it? Where are you on my thingy? No, that's the taxi. Where's the one? Oh, no, that's the one that the taxi Queen goes in there. Do you get the 3 windows in a taxi? Oh, there are. No, the 3 windows in a taxi. I thought it just looked like bigger. They're a bit too big, a bit too long. It looks like the Queen's car, isn't it? Ah. Oh, yes. This man here, the guarding the... him, the beefeater. No, he's the beefeater. He's the... I don't know what they're called, actually. The soldiers with the... What's that called on their head? Bearskin. Bearskin, yeah. What about it? Oh, now, you know these men here that stand and you're not supposed... Anything you do, they're not supposed to flinch or anything like that. One of them, Hannah walked past and one of them said, fancy a date, darling? I'll finish at 5:30. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? Anyway, I love that. I do love that fabric. I wonder what they'll look like in a shirt. Hang on. Oh. I think that's lovely. I think that's lovely. Lots of you put it in your basket. Lots of you popping it in your basket. $5.95 for half a metre. I'll show you what half a metre is. I know I'm supposed to be whizzing along, but I'll show you what half a metre looks like. Oh, no, it's the wrong... I was going to say... remember earlier... my brain today isn't working. Somebody mentioned said they're going to make a waistcoat out of the Christmas fabric. Something like this would be beautiful for the back of a waistcoat or the front lining of a jacket. It's not a lining fabric, but just in the... It's like a poplin, weight, in the front of your jacket or something like that. Oh, hang on, here goes Hannah. If you've got the pattern for Joe's Bear in a bag, how cute would you be to make a London bear? That's Hannah. I think that's lovely, really, really lovely fabric. Anyway, I shall move on. Now, I've got some bundles to go with these fabrics with the red, white and blue theme. I'll start off with the traditional red, white and blue. You've got is it dark or navy? I think that's a navy. I think you've got navy, Christmas red and optical white, I think. It's called Vintage Britannia. $9.49 for 1.5 metres of fabric. Oh, I've got it. Antique white it is, Christmas white and Christmas red and navy. So I've got them all right apart from the antique white. Antique white, Christmas red and navy. Traditional, 0.5 metre of each. Fabulous. Now that one I think would go with the taxis and the London buses, that one. Then I've got this one, which has got red spot on, blue and white. That's optical white. Optical white, red spot on, and nautical blue. Now, that's the same kind of blue. That one would be nice for your bunting, wouldn't it, to go with your bunting look? Let me put the bunting with it. See, that looks nice. This is your bunting panel here, and then this is your Britannia fabric bundle there. So that's the bunting, $6.95. And then that's this. And then you get these, 0.5 metre of each of these, red spot on, bright red, oh, hang on, yeah, bright red, optical white is the bottom one, and nautical blue is the middle one, at $11.49. And then last but not least, now this is slightly different, just a different take on the red, white and blue theme. So you've got 3 spot-on fabrics. You've got the bright red again in the middle. And then I think it's sand and baby, is it? No, that's not baby, is it? Sand and cobalt. Oh, this is the one I never get right, because in real life, cobalt's not that colour, is it? Cobalt, bright red, sand. Stone. All right, now, isn't that funny? That looks like sand. Is that the right one, Joe? That looks like sand to me, not stone. OK. But I thought it's supposed to be stone, and I thought that was sand. Obviously not. £14.49. OK, right. Now, I've got other fabrics that are nothing to do with London, but they're cute, and they go with the red, white and blue theme. Now, if you're doing the London to Brighton vintage car rally, be perfect. Start off in London, then change your outfit by the time you got to Brighton, because you're by the seaside. London to Brighton cycle, but you'd always normally use wear lycra to do that, wouldn't you? Not cotton. I think if you made a cape, it would take away your aerodynamic speeding, wouldn't it? £3.55 for half a metre. This is in the light blue. I do have this fabric in other colours. Okay? Got it in. Now, a lot of people are asking about the Christmas fabrics. I am going to be going over there and recapping all the Christmas fabrics we've got left from today and yesterday in a minute, so don't worry. This is the red version of that last one, which was light blue. You know when you think the spot's coming through? I saw them. I'm too old to be getting spots now. Oh, did you see a picture of my facial the other day with the mask and the electrodes? £3.55. This is nautical fabric on red. £3. Obviously didn't work, Michael said to me. Right, and I've also got that in dark blue. Yeah, exactly. You've dug yourself so deep now, don't try and dig yourself out. That'd be nice. £3.55. This is navy, nautical fabric on navy. Rule Britannia, Britannia. Jay's been singing this for days since he knew we were doing this show. Except he doesn't sing like that. Jay sings like this. Rule Britannia, Britannia, rule the waves. Oh, that was me concentrating, because I can't normally get that high, you see. I had to concentrate. Right, OK. Then I've also got fish fabric. Oh, no. Take it back. I've got to dye in another colour. I don't think I've ever seen this one, have I? Look. No, I've gone off the fish. I've done this one first. Only because I didn't realise we had it in the white as well, sorry. £3.55 for half a metre. Now I'm moving on to fish. Now, it's a complete... do you know what this would be good as? You know, remember Crazy Bex Reed, right? She made a wash bag out of bigger fish, but if you want to make a project out of smaller fish, this is like a poplin fabric. This is blue fish on ecru background. Now, we tried to have... When I did this fabric last time, we tried to work out which each fish was. And tuna, we got as far as tuna. That's all we got there. Oh, rainbow trout. Right. That's not a goldfish. Have you got a stripy goldfish? Now, somebody said, my husband's a fisherman and fish do not swim all in the same direction. Well, these are going in different directions, so it's fine. OK? Maybe I had a fish fabric with... Oh, no, that wasn't this fabric. That was the one with them all swimming down the fabric, wasn't it? And then last but not least, we've got grey fish on ecru in the Festive Fun Britannia collection. £3.55 for half a metre. Yes, well, if you don't eat turkey, maybe have a fish supper for Christmas Day. Or it wouldn't be supper, would it? Fish lunch. Right, OK. OK, I'm going over here to do some Christmas fabrics now. No. Carrying on the... Oh, no. I was going to say... Oh, yes, now, somebody messaged in earlier saying, Therese, is it Therese or Teresa? Therese, right, has made a wreath out of the Scandi fabric. Now, that's nice. She's going to make another one out of the fabric she bought from us today. Now, first of all, it's like one of those plaited loaves, isn't it? She's made tubes. Oh, did she use the turn-through thing? The turny-throughy tool. So how many is it? Three tubes. Stuff the tube and then plait them. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I think I should make that on one show. Because then I could do the fabric. I can do straight lines on the sewing machine. I can do the turny-through tool. Could do stuff in. And could do some pom-poms and some bows on deco. Bells. No, I'm thinking I could use that ribbon to make bows. Anyway. Christmas fabrics. Oh, you're turning into Paul now. This is what Paul does all the way through your show. He goes, oh, we could do this. Oh, we could do that. And he's writing down or emailing people about show ideas. No, Hannah's not. Jay, did Diane stop working this morning? There we go. I love this. You saw this in the 8 o'clock show this morning. Feels like a lifetime ago, and I do apologise. Scandi for... Oh, hang on. Scandi for set. Reindeers. What are set reindeers? I wonder. Red. There, them ones. No, that's the saddle. That's not a snowflake, is it? £5.95 for half a metre. That's half a metre. Now, from a distance, Hannah will think that looks... Is this the... There was one fabric we had like this the other day that in prep, Hannah said, oh, look, it's lovely Dutch ladies in big dresses. And I was like, it's reindeers and houses. Anyway. No. Oh, now, I've got a message for Pauline. Hannah wants to work in radio. Pauline. I think maybe Pauline works where my friend Noosh works. I think. Anyway. Are we good? My friend Noosh, she works on radio. It's where Anna, my nephew's girlfriend, she used to work there as well. She's now in Jersey. She's gone to work in Jersey now. Here we go. Scandi 4, snowflakes on red. £5.95 for half a metre. It's cute, isn't it? What would you use that for, I wonder? Nice. That's lovely. These are lovely quality fabrics, these £5.95. Right, now I've got that same fabric now in the grey. Le gris. Oh, I'm right hungry now. No, I've got my everyday hummus and my rice cakes. But I'm not hanging around much today, and I'm not going round that roundabout. No, don't be silly. I'll find another way to get to your village. Grey snowflakes. Oh, no, you're not in tomorrow, Hannah. I'm with Paul again tomorrow. Paul and Amy tomorrow. Yeah. £5.95. Oh, I think I like the grey better. Oh, now Hannah's planning her wreath. Not her wreath, as in her Christmas wreath. What, so you'd plait the red snowflake and the grey snowflake, and which other one? Oh, 2 out of that. Oh, okay. Interesting. So she'd make 2 of her sausages out of that, and 1 out of that, and then plait them through each other. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, there's Therese's wreath there that she's made. Is it on the car? Is it on a car seat? Oh, it's a sofa. Oh, that's a sofa. I only say that because my new car, which got crashed into yesterday, has got leather seats. Yeah, and the person who had it before me was obviously a very heavy smoker. Or I've got the spirit of John Player Blue in my car. Other cigarettes are available but shouldn't be smoked. Basic Scandi. From a distance, you won't tell what that is. £4.95. It's snowflake, basic snowflakes on cream, red snowflakes on cream. £4.95, half a metre. Okay, and one more in this range to show you. Then I'll go back and recap my Britannia fabrics. I love this one. I do love this one. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely deep red with Christmas trees on it. Nice. Isn't it lovely? The depth of colour in the background. It's like the linen effect, isn't it, at the back? There's no linen, it's just 100% cotton. £5.95. Those lovely Christmas trees on the front. I do like that. Oh, I love that one. I'll let Jay fold that one because I'm going back to Britannia now. Right, how are we doing? Right, says Hannah. Bunting panel update. Right, 1/4 of the stock has been checked out, and another quarter is still in baskets. That's only half of it. That's only half of it. Did you get 2 of each? Did you get 2 of each design? Is that what it is? Oh no, you did get others. So you get both. I'll show you how. I'll open the whole lot out. There you go. I'll open the whole lot out. So that's my favourite. That one there. Oh yes, imagine if you're having a party for the final of Great British Bake Off, or you watch the Great British Pottery Throwdown, which I prefer. The what? I know. Nice. So make sure you check out your baskets. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying on that one. So that's the bunting panel. What's next? Here we go. I knew this would be flying out the door. I'll show you half a metre, actually. Right, well over half of the stock of this has been checked out already. I knew it would be, and we had lots. We had lots and lots and lots. I love it. I love it. Now, no, it's not festive. I know it's not Christmassy, but I do love it. I know, but the day's called Festive Fun, that was all. Maybe I'll make a cushion out of it and sit on it on Christmas Day. Or maybe I should get Paul to make me my shirt out of this and I'll wear this one on Christmas Day when I'm here live on air. Mo says, morning, John. Sorry you're working on Christmas Day. No, I don't mind. I'll moan and moan and moan about it, but I really don't mind, Mo. I'd like to be here with all of you that are going to be watching. Would you like me to post you a turkey sandwich? No. Thank you very much. So, I'm vegetarian, so don't eat meat. Don't eat bread, so it has to be gluten-free. I can have butter, but it has to be made out of olive oil. And what would you put with it? I wouldn't just have dry turkey in bread. Would you put cranberry? But Mo, thank you ever so much for the thought. Mo, what you could send me are the vegetarian sausages, Lincolnshire flavour rather than the Cumberland flavour. I do like that swede and, what's the orange one? No, not carrot. Oh, yeah, carrot and swede mash. That's what it's called. I like that. I like vegetarian gravy, and I like mashed potato with cheese in it. But you won't be able to send that through the post, so I'm just telling you. I don't like Brussels sprouts very much for Christmas. My mum used to do carrots. Georgina, thank you for a lovely morning. No, thank you for a lovely morning, Georgina. My mum used to do... we have to make it when I go to my brother's house because he still loves it. You grate her up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of carrots, which I'm normally doing while they're all opening their Christmas presents. Grater. Then you put it in a saucepan with a great big knob of butter, right? And then you just let it simmer down so the carrots, graters just suck in all the butter. It's delicious. No, it's nothing like putting it in the microwave. Yeah, but if you put it in the microwave, then it'll only be warm, whereas this has been not caramelised, but what do they call it with butter? Butterised. Ghee. Isn't it ghee melted? But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Bunting! No, this isn't bunting. Flags! Union Jack fabric by Macawa. £5.95 for half a metre. So many flags. I wonder what the repeat is on this one. Right, and then last but not least, I've got the June. Morning, Chickpea. Is the London icon suitable for a bag? Lots of love, June. Oh, June. What kind of bag? I'd say a nice tote bag sort of thing. It's like a heavy poplin. Or you could back it with something. You'd have to back it with something because it's that nice... It's like, no, I'm thinking more of an interfacing. You know, we had the one that smelt of the Chinese takeaway yesterday. What was that called? The sew-in But I think it might be a bit soft for a structured bag. So I wouldn't do the bag that, say, Jennifer did yesterday out of this. Yes, it's a poplin. It's a poplin rather than a heavy cotton, yeah. It's lovely, but I wouldn't... do you know what would look lovely? You know the bag you've got, the crossover origami bag? That would be nice in this, because it's had that soft, squidgy feel. Or, like I say, a tote bag, but I wouldn't... Oh, no, I'll tell you what you should do. I know what you should do. Use it as the lining inside a bag. That would be gorgeous. That would be really gorgeous. Yeah, Jemima was saying yesterday, didn't she? She liked funky linings. You see, what I would do is I'd line the inside of a jacket. Not the whole jacket, just the front panel there. Or the back of a waistcoat with that, because it's lovely. Really, really lovely. Right. Patricia, please tell John... I'm only shouting because she's done it all in capitals. Patricia, please tell John I have a fab recipe for sausage rolls. Sorry, don't think I mentioned that they were vegetarian sausage rolls. Oh, yes, Patricia, please do. Don't send it here, though, because we lose these messages. Once we've read these, email it in, Patricia. Don't send it here, because as soon as Hannah's pushed it through to my tablet, it disappears. studio@soundculture.com, studio@soundculture.com. Now, listen... Any vegetarian recipes... I don't do nuts, though. I don't do nuts. That's mainly the vegetarian... I don't really like sprouts, but I will... I tell a lie. I love sprouts, but they don't like me. And if I'm going to be here on... Oh, no, because I'll be here before Christmas lunch. I'm telling you. Right, I've got to go and do more Christmas fabrics. Come with me. Right, now these are the fabrics, the premiere fabrics from my... What hour was that? What hour did we do these in? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Well, they were 8 o'clock. Why were they in 8 o'clock then? Oh, I'm confused. Oh, yes, with the banners, yes, of course, panels. Right, I'll do the cotton ones first, right? Because it's a linen look fabric, which is 80% cotton, 20% polyester. But we had two cottons. I think they're 100% cotton. But they're wide. Look how wide they are, 54 inches wide. Oh, like, I can see... a design going on in there. I can see semicircles. Oh, not now, I can't. Can you not see semicircles in there? Arcs. Anyway, it's beautiful, isn't it? It reminds me of those lovely hollies that my nan used to put on the Christmas cake when I was little. I hated Christmas cake, but I like the icing. £3.95 for half a metre. Very wide, 54 inches wide. Jay, you coming to take these off me? Good boy. So that's there. That's you see, that's nice. I like that. Thank you, Jay. Right, then I had the other cotton one, which is the Christmas tree one. You see, these would make a lovely skirt to your Christmas tree, wouldn't it? You put it around the bottom of your Christmas tree. This is cream Christmas trees. £3.95 for half a metre. Give us a call, 0800 112 4433, or go to stoneculture.com. Put it in your basket, make sure you check out. Right, thank you, Jay. I'll tell you what I'll do next time. Right, now this, very, very, very popular. It's the patchwork in the grey. Oh, now, Hannah's singing. Have you seen that show then, Hannah? From Wicked, where she does the makeover. When Glenn Galenda does the makeover on Elphaba. This is nice, isn't it? Now, this is lovely. Now, did we do this one in red? I don't seem to remember this one in red. Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yeah, it sold out straight away, didn't it? Very quickly. Then we brought it back, it sold out again. Linen look, grey Scandi patchwork, £4.95 half metre. Again, 56 inches wide. That's lovely. That's all greys and biscuits. Now, on my telly in here, these ginghams are looking white on the telly, but they're not white at all. They're a biscuit colour. Let me hold it up and you can see. See what I mean? They're not white. They're more of a pale biscuit colour. OK, thank you, Jane. Now, just lean a bit further over then. You won't see your hand. Right, we love this one. This is the bottom of the milk tray box. Is it on the box or on a chocolate? Oh, on one of the chocolates. Which chocolate is it, though? Yeah, which chocolate is it, Hannah? Oh, it's wrapped in gold. It's wrapped in gold foil for milkshake. Oh, it's not in gold foil. Oh, so it's not on a chocolate. And it's printed gold on a chocolate. Well, that can't be good for you. £4.95 for half a metre. Linen, look, Christmas. I know, because they always do it on Come Dine With Me. They're putting gold on this. And you think, that's like eating pansy petals, isn't it? I don't understand that at all. Or nasturtium flowers. If I get a salad with nasturtium flowers on, isn't it? Now, this is the one we've had in red as well, also sold out, sold incredibly well. Very elegant and sophisticated in the grey, isn't it? Linen, look, grey Scandi stripe, £4.95. 80% cotton, 20% polyester. £4.95. It's nice, isn't it? OK, thank you, Jane. Now, this one's been incredibly popular. This one feels a little bit stiffer because I think of all the red dye within the fabric. Because obviously, if you look, the dye, it's not a red fabric with gold on it. The whole of that is a print. Because if you look at the back of the fabric, you can see the fabric was the ecru colour, but the front's been dyed. That's like when it uses all your cartridge, isn't it? And when you're doing printing up a picture and the background's like green and it uses up all the green on your cartridge. I like that, though. This is the one that lady's going to make a waistcoat out of, isn't it? Yes, John, it is, yeah. She's nodding upstairs. £4.95 for half a metre. Nice. Right, moving on. Thank you, Jake. How many more have I got to go? Oh, love. This one's called Love in inverted commas. Oh, dear, Hannah's very bitter. Well, that's what love is, inverted commas. No, she's not. Hearts. Father Christmas. Reindeers. There's no Mrs. Christmas, I noticed. You'd think they'd put a Mrs. Christmas on there, wouldn't you? Oh, that's why he doesn't care. He's got his arms... Has he got his arms folded? Oh, no. I think he's got his arms folded there. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Michael, for that. Two more. Follow the star, follow the star. That's what it's called, isn't it, this one? Oh, no, it's not called that at all. It's not called that whatsoever. Guiding Star, it's called. Guiding Star. No, I'm not singing it again. £4.95. Ring the call centre, 0800 112 4413. And when they answer the phone, you go, follow the star, follow the star. Anyway, £4.95, half a metre. Right, last one. Now this, are we all right with this one, or is it sold out yet? Oh, there's some left. Absolutely flew out, and I knew it would. Give you an update. Right, here we go. OK, over 100 units are gone, so please be careful. £4.95 for half a metre. I'll leave you looking at that on the table while I saunter across back to my Britannia collection. Thank you, Jay. Oh, in your own time. Oh, there it is. I've got a picture to show you. Oh, look. It's not the fabric that we're selling, but there's London fabric. It's got nearly everything we've got on ours. Oh, it's a... Right, now, hang on, I'm confused now. So it's a simple A-line skirt, but why is one of them the skirt and then one of them covered in a black tabard? Oh, that's a different skirt. That's a different skirt. She used it as the binding at the waist and the... Oh, nice. That's Sewing Nut. Woman of a certain age. She doesn't like being called that. She's very clever, though. She's a very clever lady. Loves sewing. I met her at the Great British Sewing Bee. No, that's nice. So, hang on. Because I've got black on today as well, look, you see. Me and Sewing Nut. Right, how long shall we have it? Oh, actually, 1940. This would make a gorgeous 1940s tea dress. Look, can I come in the front here? Look. Oh, I'm bored of swaying now. Look, Gav, can you do that picture? Oh, no, it's gone again. That looks lovely, doesn't it? I can see a 50 circular skirt in that as well, actually. Hannah can see curtains. Oh, a nice blind. Make a lovely blind. Hang on. I'll do half a blind. Oh, that would make a lovely blind, that one would. One of those that comes down with a string, you know, with the three big folds in it. Is it Roman? I don't know if you can see from there, because they've got the pleats here. And then what you do is you let the blind down like that. Yeah, now we've got a book. Which one is it? Ultimate Sewing Bible. That's got tells you all about making different kinds of blinds. Oh, I'm also... Jay, come and hold the other end of this for me. I'm also thinking... Now, do people still have these? In your own time, Jay. Oh, what? Antimacassars. Hannah's thinking I'm thinking this. Like that. And then do the same on your side. No, don't worry. We'll be here forever. We'll be here forever. Or antimacassars for your chair. That'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice for the top of like a piano stool or something like that. I wouldn't do a whole chair in it because I don't think it's sturdy enough for a whole chair. But you could do the top of a piano stool in, that'd be nice. So many things you could do it in. Sewing box, you make a recover a sewing box. You can make the top of like a tuffet, use it in a tuffet, that'd be nice. Anyway, well done if you're getting that, because it's fabulous. Right, where do you want me to go now? Bundles. Red, white, and blue, the traditional. This is navy blue, Christmas red, and antique white. It's called vintage. What did I say? Traditional. Sorry, vintage. £9.49. You get half a metre of each of those fabrics. What would be... Hannah's going to come up with a suggestion now. Hang on, Mike won't like that bit of fluff there. Right. Right, OK. Moving on. If you got Jemima's book yesterday, it said 2 fat quarters. Well, that's the equivalent of 6 fat quarters. You make several of the projects in there, couldn't you, really? Yeah, I took from what you said, but not what you said. Well, I wouldn't make the kindling bag out of it. I think the kindling bag needs texture and pattern. Oh, I see. No. £11.49. This is coming from Hannah, right? You know the kindling bag that, if you're watching yesterday, that Jemima made? She said, make it in one of the solid fabrics, line it in the London, or this, keep your Lego pieces in it. If you've got Lego, that is, of course. Is this one called... What's this one called, then? OK, that one is called... Oh, because that was to go with... Of course it was. See, this is the bunting panel. That's the bunting panel there. £6.95. And then this bundle here, £11.49. You get the bright red... Oh, here we go. She's got an allergy. Bright red spot on. You've got the optical white and the nautical blue there, £11.49. OK? And then I've got one more, which is slightly unusual. You've got cobalt, you've got bright red, and you've got stone spot-on fabrics, half a metre of each. Oh, Hannah, it might look nice. That's Hannah's idea. Yeah? That's nice. So you could go with these, because that and that, the stone and the ecru, look nice together, don't they? So that's the spot-on Britannia fabric bundle there. 1.5 metres. This here, your fish fabric for $3.55. It was blue nautical. It's not just called fish fabric. Blue nautical fish fabric on ecru. Blue on ecru. At £3.55. Okay. That's all the bundles. Right, let's go and do our third and final Christmas recap. Right. Lots of these have sold. Yeah, lots of these have sold out already. Reindeers on red. Yeah, I started doing that yesterday, and there's a song, I'm sure, with... I want to say... no, not Lady Ned. I want to sing Whiskers on Kittens, Bright Copper Kettles and Warm... But there's no reindeers in that song, are there? Anyway. High on a hill, there was a lonely reindeer herd. No? Should we look at the fabric? Oh, that's right. I'm not to call her a lady of a certain age, so no, she's a grown-up lady. Oh, she's gone off me already now. Oh, dear. Doesn't take much, does it? Janet, sorry, Nut. Janet's saying she's loving the show and I'm full of good ideas. I'm only joking, sorry, Nut. She's younger than me. That's all that matters, isn't it? And I'm 39, so... I know. Red Scandi deer fabric on ecru. £3.45 for half a metre. It's nice. I'd use that as a lining again, or as a kind of highlight fabric, maybe. Okay, there's that one. I've also got that one in the grey. Just leave me hanging, Joe. Ooh. Blimey, I thought I had a good sleep last night, but I'm really tired today. Hunger, I think. That's what it is. Grey Scandi. I forgot to bring my PE kit again today, so I won't be going to the gym. £3.45. Who? I said I didn't bring my PE kit in with me today, so I won't be going to the gym. £3. This is lovely. I like this one, this grey one. £3.45. Grey Scandi deer fabric on ecru. 100% cotton, machine washable. It's nice, isn't it? I think lots and lots of people doing Scandi Christmases this year, from what I've heard. Only one person doing Hawaiian Christmas. But the thing is, it must be a thing, because like I said the other day, you know the Christmas shirts I've got, not my nice shirts, but the Christmas shirts I buy from that place where you log on, that's the name of a river. They're all... I've got the ones like the Snowman, the Father Christmas one, and the Reindeer one, but they sell loads of short-sleeve Christmas shirts, and it's all Hawaiian shirts with Father Christmas on surfboards and things like that. It's what? Yeah. Christmas trees? I like these. This is... I say this all the time. This is like the Swaziland Christmas tree that I've got. It's only little. £3.45 for half a metre. It's nice, isn't it? That looked lovely with trimmed with a red or something like that. Or maybe a green, maybe on the green. You know the green bundles from earlier, Jeff? We got those still. I'll get those in a second. We'll do those. I'll do the green bundles in a second. Don't do them right now. Yeah, they're there. Oh, yes, when I said the wind whistling through these trees... Joe messaged... It's not Joanna from Cheshire, is it? Oh, Jojo. Jojo messaged him about this, right? Ethereal, that's what I meant. What did I say? Eerie. Yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you, Jojo, for helping with my words. Could you be here every day? Snowflakes, grey on ecru. Oh, sorry, Joe, there you go. It's like a workout itself, all this stretching I'm doing over here. Mowed the lawns the other day. Like a Jane Fonda workout video, isn't it? Push the fabric, pull the fabric. I could do my own fit. No, well, I could if I got thin. £3.45. Someone's done one that you wouldn't expect to do one just recently, haven't they? And I saw it and I was like, why has she done a Keep Fit video? Oh, hello, Nicola. Oh, Nicola, my love, those bundles with the panel, they've sold out, and the panel on its own have all sold out, I'm afraid, and we can't get again before Christmas. I'm so sorry. I knew this would happen. Snowflakes. £3.45. Have you done tomorrow's menu? Oh, good. Blimey. I normally have to warn her, don't I? But right. Then I've got the snowflakes, red snowflakes on the ecru. This is nice. This is lovely, this one, isn't it? Very angular, these snowflakes. When I did, what was that? Was it? Snow Queen, when we did the Snow Queen at primary school. And I was, my little brother and sister, one was a snowflake and one was a devil and one was a dream. And the devils were all done as snowflakes, icy snowflakes. £3.45 for half a metre. What play did you play a tree in then, Hannah? Where's that in the nativity? Oh, okay. Okay. She played the tree. You didn't play the grumpy old man, you played the tree. And did it talk? Can I have those bundles, please, Jay? I'm slowly losing the will to live here with Hannah's Christmas stories. Right, this is the Christmas tree bundle. Very, very, very popular. Christmas tree bundle. I can't remember which one I teamed this one with now. Can you remember, Jay? Yeah, Jay, yes, it was one of those two, yeah, it was that one. How many minutes? Oh, all right then. Look. Nice, isn't it? So this is the Christmas tree bundle here. Oh, actually, pass the Christmas tree fabric as well. So this is the Christmas tree bundle here. £19.49. That's the holly fabric there. Which I think looks lovely. Those greens look lovely, right? But then also, this is the one it was teamed with upstairs. I don't know why I said upstairs then. Next door in the scheduling department. Was this one. £19.49 for the bundle, 2.5 metres. £3.95 for half a metre of the Christmas tree fabric. Okay, thank you, Jay. You can take those, thank you. Oh, hang on. Hannah's got another. She's full of ideas today. Takes her a while to explain something. Lining a Christmas hamper. After all that, lining a Christmas hamper. Here we go. These are the linear prints. So all you've got to do is go out, find a basket, then find 4 plates, 4 knives, 4 forks, 4 spoons, 4 glasses. Oh, okay. She's making a food hamper. Sorry, I thought she meant a picnic hamper. Vanilla, red and green. These are the... Oh, now, it says textured, Hannah. These are linear. She's too busy thinking of all the ideas. This is the linear one. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. There's 2... Okay. Sorry, my bad. This is linear, right? £14.49, 1.5 metres. And then last but not least, the one that I thought would go the coloured ones, the mixed coloured ones. I thought this would go lovely with the panel if you bought the panel. Because this is linen, not real linen, it's linen. It's called linen look, linen colour, but it's cotton. Bright red and sage, half a metre of each of those, sorry. Tradition, that's called... Oh, yeah, it is linen texture, there it is, sorry. £14.49. And last but not least, the red bundle. Christmas red bundle. This is very, very popular, the Christmas red bundle. Nice to have a selection of reds, isn't it? How much is that one then? £18.99. OK. How many minutes have we got, Michael? Let's do the menu, shall we? I'm here. It's me tomorrow. It's me tomorrow. Optica quilt at 8 o'clock with lovely Jane Alcock. 9 o'clock, Natural World of Fabric. Is that me on my own? Quilt as you go tableware with Jane. Tableware? Was she making cups and saucers? 11 o'clock, classic bundles. So that's me tomorrow from 8 o'clock. But I've still got a couple of minutes today. This, if you've got this in your basket, you need to check out. You need to check out if you've got this in your basket. The London. I'm auditioning for EastEnders. Oh, my friend do you know what? Oh, yeah. My friend Bonnie's in EastEnders, right? And she's driving me... I know it's not her, I know it's her character. She's driving me mad. I'm having to fast forward through her scenes because I can't bear it. Especially, it's so obvious, like she goes, that baby's got bruises all up its arm. And the next scene is what she called the mum, Stacey, going, oh, he's got bruises up his arm from the hospital where they grabbed his arms. I was like, oh... Anyway... I do love Bonnie, but a character, Carmel. It's Carmel. How are we doing with this fabric? £5.95. Check out your baskets. You've got loads if you've got it in your basket. Oh, now lots of people have bought a metre of this. Lots of people have bought a metre of this. Oh, I wonder what you're going to make out of it. It's fascinating. Sorry, yes, I thought that was Harrods. Without my glasses, that looked like Harrods there, but it's actually St Paul's Cathedral, isn't it? Yes, it's just that I'm not a tour guide, isn't it? Let's go shopping in St Paul's Cathedral. Let's go and say a prayer in Harrods. London Icon Fabric, half a metre, £5.95. Is there anything else I need? Oh, look, actually, he's got a bit of a swagger. Go back to the man with the bearskin. Up here, he looks like he's doing a little... He's not standing straight, is he? Look. He's going like this. Look. He's slightly jaunty, that one. Anyway. Yeah, I have to say, they haven't drawn that picture properly because he hasn't got all his Sam Brown straps on or anything. I say, I've got to go. I've only got 40 seconds left. Please make sure you check out your basket. Thank you for joining me again today. I know it's boring having me on 4 days in a row, but... I'll be back tomorrow, but then you have to wait till next weekend for me again, you see, after tomorrow. So thanks for your company. Make sure you check out your basket. Any problem... Oh, it's gone. Ring the number. Ring the number. It's all disappeared. There it is, 0800 112 44 33. Speak to the call centre. They're absolutely brilliant. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock with Jane Alcock doing Optica. I'll have to go and have a look what that is now. Enjoy your Sunday. Follow us on Twitter for more inspiration, top tips, news, and share your own creations with us.
Don't forget, shopping with us is easy and simple. You can just contact us at 0800 112 4433 and speak to our UK-based call centre to place an order, or shop online with us at www.sewingquarter.com.